Oh, I love that search bar. Hello, Jump. Oh, happy Friday. Oh, finally made it. Use Beast Within and Secret Technique. No. I've been doing that, and we will do that for specific encounters. But we're going to test out... We're going to go up against Lysandra first. And I feel like for Lysandra, Black Shield could be nice. But yeah, I have been using that build. I was playing Kayle a bunch yesterday while I was waiting for the internet company. And yeah, that was my go-to build as well for general adventures, Beast Within, and Secret Technique. I think today we're probably going to go for this into Lysandra, and then when we go up against Swain, when we go into that adventure, we'll probably replace the Black Shield with the... spelled that one wrong. The defense spending, so that we can have the tough, because we have really bad sustain, so we'll need that as well. But right now, I think we're going to keep in the Spellblade. Just the extra ramp is pretty good. Hey Toast, I dropped off the video the other day about the 2 relic setup to level people. It had to go. What did you think about it? Oh yeah, I think that is decent. There's kind of some other videos I'm working on definitely before that, but it's something I've been thinking about. Right now, the main thing I'm thinking is trying to get a champion priority video out there for new players. So what champion should you immediately try to go for? Because I've done other videos before that was very general, like, hey, try to get someone from every region, try to get them to at least 2 stars. Whereas here it's going to be much more specific, like, hey, get Morgana. She works for 2 regions. She's very easy. So it's going to be kind of the main background video I'm working on at the moment. I didn't bother with defense spending. I can usually get either 1 or 2 life steal units when drafting. I have not been as lucky. So there's the 1 cost, and there's the Mahira. So yes, you do have a high chance of finding them when you're drafting. I just haven't been that lucky, and so I think I'm gonna try to be careful. And also I'm trying to somewhat tailor the builds for the encounter we're going into. So that's probably why we're holding off a little bit. Always get at least 1? Well, must be nice. Hello, Jim. Welcome. Yeah, we'll probably get into story time later today about why yesterday was absolutely awful. But we have a lot to get through, so I think we'll just jump right in. So we're going to be going into Kayle versus Lysandra. And we're going to start off with using her Spellblade. +1 mana is nice. And then this is a fairly long encounter, so Kayle will be able to get a lot of power from it. Secret Technique is absolutely fantastic with Kayle. You're playing a bunch of spells. This gives you so much power because it's buffing up your units and your ones in hand. Really, really good. And we're going to test out Black Shield. I haven't used it on Kayle yet, but I think it should be pretty good in the Lysandra adventure to try to block some of those Entombs, Buried in Ice, all that sort of things. All right, let's grab this. We're going to go for Lysandra, and while we do, we'll just drop our first ad break so people don't get hit by those pre-rolls. Me right in? Not sure what you mean. We're jumping right in to the making videos, content. Is that what you mean? Oh. Because yeah, I need to do a lot today because we didn't get to stream at all yesterday. I haven't done Lysandra in a little bit, so this should be fun. I think we're gonna do this one and Swain at 5 stars, and then I think we might get the 6 star and test that out. You're busy editing the videos, I assume. No, I wish I was doing that. I was waiting for the internet company to come by. They gave me a 4-hour window that I had to be ready, and then they were 2 hours later than the 4-hour window. So I pretty much spent all day on my phone leveling up Kayle and testing her out while I'm just sitting there for the internet company. And this is somewhere different than my apartment, so I couldn't use any of my stuff to actually edit. Yeah, it was bad. All right, let's go here for support champion. Heimerdinger, Jace, Shyvana. Flash of Brilliance isn't bad because we could play this, get the mana back, buff up our units, and the Storm Calling's pretty good. So this card alone is really excellent. We don't have good removal, so that could help mitigate that. Jace isn't bad. Dropping Shyvana for free would be nice, and she would be a pretty big unit. This would also be a pretty big unit. Heimerdinger could give us units for free. And he would be pretty massive. Fury, though, is actually really nice. Fury gives us more scaling. Sure, I think we'll go here, but honestly, Heimerdinger could also be really good. But yeah, I think we'll try Shyvana. Alright, power. Ooh, so these are both really good. Endurance is fantastic for being able to buff up our units throughout the adventure, but Higher Education does give us a lot of scaling, and then all of those buffs also help our units in hand. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go for Endurance. Endurance is good, but I think I'm going to try to go into the Higher Education. Yeah, I think it's going to be better. Yeah, I know Lysandra has ways to damage our units, but normally that damage is going to be too much anyways. I think I'm going to try to go for this. I think this will help probably more. And we can try to build around getting draw. Bastion against the odds. Avalanche. On guard, Inspiring Light. Let's look at items here. Alright, so getting Kayle at the start of the game wouldn't be bad. We're normally not playing her right away, but yeah, making sure we get her is nice. Let's grab the Blessing as well, and let's do a reroll here. Give her Elusive, make this a 1 cost. I don't think we really want that. We want this to have some amount of stats. Elusive Kayle. We don't have Overwhelm right now. Grant an ally 1/1 Spell Shield. We already have Spell Shield. Then let's try a reroll just to see if there's anything kind of crazy. That's not bad. Especially destroying a landmark. 1 cost. It has the banner on it. We're probably going to get that. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab this here. That is actually really good. Do we care about Elusive? Sure. Alright. We don't necessarily care about going up here for the spell shield, but we still might just want to do that because it's the best path. We've gone against the Poros so many times with Kayle. Sure, let's go up here. Should be pretty good, so let's go for Heart of the Fluffed. Alright, nice. Oh. Let's get rid of Kayle because we know we're going to draw her, and the rest is fine. You didn't say fluff it? Not this time. Let's drop our Shyvana first because we can play her for free. We could try to buff her up with Blessing. I think let's go for our Scholar.
A little luck for those who need it.
Let's see if we get lucky here. We did get a little lucky.
Suffer my fury.
All right, that is pretty good. So we're killing 3 of their units. We got a whole bunch of spells to go off, so we should have some really good scaling here. Let's drop Kayle because she'll be able to level up next round. And yeah, because of the amount of bonuses we're getting every time we draw a card, so every round start too, we're just getting a lot of stats in our units in hand. Oh, I have it on ×4 because I was grinding away. I need to turn that down. Although I think today I'm gonna try ×3. Yeah, we probably just attack and end. We don't really need to do too much. Let's do this so they can't block anything. GG. I know ×4 is going to be fine for myself and some of the people watching now, but trying to be considerate for some of the people watching on YouTube that don't like it as much. But I think we're going to try ×3 just because we have a lot to get through today. Riposte. It is expensive, but sure. With that battle banner, it helps that not be too bad. Let's go for item chest. I think we'll go for this one. The silence could be really nice. Ugh, Trapper's the worst, but let's go here. You'll get unlimited power. I doubt it, but we'll see. We'll get rid of Kayle again. Let's get rid of Egghead. Alright, so we're gonna pass. That we don't get captured round 1. Sure, we can drop this to get some stats going. Yeah, we'd like to have a lot of units on the board. That way when we draw a card at the start of the round, more units are getting hit, and then more units in our hand are getting buffed. We need some challenger units, though. Oh, look, a challenger unit. Yeah, we'll go ahead and drop this here. So if we don't play anything, this is going to get immediately challenged. So we kind of just need to attack right away. Let's maybe buff this one up. Yeah, it seems decent. Yeah, we can drop Kayle. She can level up.
On wings of fire, hope ascends.
Also, her getting captured when she gets played again, we'll be able to get her back. Let's drop this one first, just because it's absolutely massive.
These will protect you.
And then let's get another challenger unit. We'll go for this, because we can't play units next turn, because we need to attack right away.
Sapphire, gem of our divine patron. Heed the path.
Alright, we do kind of have too many. Let's put this over here. We kind of want this unit to die just so we save space. But we can kill this one first. And let's buff up this one right here. Let's stun that one so they can't block with it. Alright, so we're ending just like that. Yep, Kayle buffs up everyone. GG. Nice. How many stars? We're at 5 stars right now. I always do ×4. I know what's going to happen most of the time. Yeah, same. I only reduce it down for content. Yeah, we can go for the Blinded Mystic. Hey, look, Poros again. All right, let's go for Power Sled. Early Toast Gaming? Yeah, since we sadly missed yesterday, we're trying to start a bit earlier, and we're probably going to go late today. Yeah, it makes sense. I've seen people talk about it in the comments. Yeah, I know going too fast is going to bother some people, so that's why I try. Sometimes I do forget, or sometimes it's just like, okay, we got to get through this. But yeah, I do try to not do it too fast because it will bother some people. Now let's get a riposte. And we want to get this later. We don't necessarily want it in our opening hand. Let's drop this here. Ooh, let's go ahead and kill. This is slow speed. It's 1 damage. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I was like, I knew they were going to do that. Sure. We can kill it next round. Might as well block and kill that. Alright, we can go for Kayle here. I think we'll actually wait. So let's drop this. Kill that.
Heed the path. They say these are from the protector himself.
Alright, nice. So we can drop Kayle next round. We won't be able to attack, but then she'll be leveled by the following round. Let's... I think let's put this one here. And we can let that one kill that. And this stun isn't really going to be... It's going to be kind of wasted. But we want to kill their units. So we don't really want to stun one of these 3. There's free opportunity to get rid of them. That being said, now we can't drop our Kayle, but that's okay. She is elusive, so it's not
the way.
that big of a deal. All right, let's drop this here.
Remember my words.
I guess they have a elusive there, which, yeah, we'll drag that one aside. And sure, let's see how they block. All right, pretty good. Not quite able to end, but not too bad. Let's hit this one up.
Bear witness.
All right. Sure, let's trigger this one's faded. Go ahead and silence that one.
God's burning and starfire.
Yeah, we don't have the overwhelm from Beast Within since we went through the spell shield. And like we could play a bunch of different stuff, but this should be more than enough to end. GG. The stats on her. Yeah. How are you enjoying Kayle? I think she's pretty good. She definitely has some big weaknesses. You essentially have no removal other than like a couple challenger units. And you'll get a ton of removal with your 6-star, but that feels... I don't know, I'm kind of mixed on it. Like, it's nice for Kayle, but at the same time, it feels bad if you don't get the 6-star, then you just don't have removal. So that kind of sucks. And then also, you don't have sustain, but you have a high likelihood to get lifesteal units. Overall, I think she's pretty good. Her deck definitely plays a lot better than it initially appeared. So that's great. Alright, 4 cost, 5 cost, 5 cost. I think we'll go here. Random 1 cost Poro is not bad. buffing up 2 units, which is getting doubled from our secret technique, and then the battle banner. Yeah, it's not bad. All right, what are we getting? So item chest, spells chest. I think we'll go for the remitter. We're not necessarily looking for the spell shield one. The opponent discards. This could be really good since we have doubling dice on it. So we could make them discard a ton. All spells cost 6. No. Spells cost 2 less. Your units cost 1 more. Honestly, not bad. Yeah, I think let's try that. I think that should be pretty good. Yeah, I want to try it. Let's go for power here. Mana flow, deep cuts. Deep cuts can't be nice, so I think we'll just grab mana flow. And let's go for Inquisitor. I'm only just noticing that there are some champs that almost feel like they were designed with 6 stars in mind. For instance, I hate my 4-star Ashe for a year now because she doesn't have any scaling whatsoever. She's also what, she can't end games. I mean, she technically has scaling in her 2-star, and 4-star Ashe, I think Ashe isn't necessarily a good example of that because Ashe was already designed. She wasn't designed with the 6-star because she came out without a 6-star. She was one of the champions that was in the game for a long time before then. So I don't think she can really be one that you point as someone that was designed with the 6-star in mind. Now, for Kayle, I think you can argue that, but yeah, I would really say Ashe is the best example for that. Let's get her Kayle, because we know we're going to draw her. Let's give her to Screeching Dragon. And even Riposte. Let's grab this one. That Faded can be nice. I think we'll try to wait until we have some more units on the board for Aftershock. All right. Do we want to drop our Kayle? Sure.
It is for the divine to dispense justice.
Yeah, the stats on our units are massive.
They are dead.
Alright, so she's going to do a ton of damage. Granted, we're losing damage there. They might have some ways to stop us. But I mean, we do have spell shields. We're going to have to hit us with 2 frostbites in order to stop this. Yeah, GG. Spell shield OP. Her 2-star is only 1/1 when killing 0 units, but Ashe 2-star makes 0-star units can't block. I mean, yeah, that's why I always go for Overwhelm, so that you can grab those units and still kill them. With Ashe, you give units, when you frostbite them, vulnerable, so even if they can't block, you can make them block. Also, you have a couple challenger units, so you normally are choosing getting scaling until you can end, and then yeah, you make sure no one can block and you just attack and end the game. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Ashe either, but I don't think it's necessarily terrible. Let's, yeah, I guess keep getting more copies of our Blinded Mystic, even though he's going to be harder to play. Gold chest, sure. Yeah, we can try to go for the hard route. Let's see what we can do. Blighted Ravine. Let's get rid of Egghead. And I think we can hold on to these. We can drop Shyvana for free. And let's still go for the Wounded White Flame. Yeah, I guess we can't attack. That's fine.
Hear the winter's claw.
Do we want to go for Kayle? Sure.
Only the guilty need fear me.
Alright, that's popping off our spell shields. Let's at least trigger his faded. Then let's buff up this over here.
Now I take to the sky.
Yeah, probably should have that one strike first.
On wings of fire, hope ascends.
Alright, let's trigger faded, silence that.
Scorned me.
Will they attack? Kind of doubt it. It is, yeah, pretty funny how just absolutely massive our units get.
Gem of our divine patron.
Alright, GG.
Think with your back, not feet.
Nice. I feel like Ashe doesn't necessarily need this 6-star to be good, but that's really good to have. The other nodes give her good value too. But that's still, most people post 6-star. And that's the thing, I think 4-star Ashe is actually just such a massive improvement over 3-star Ashe that, yeah, she feels pretty good just with that. Now the 6-star does definitely help give you a little bit element to play around, but she is a control deck. A lot of the control decks, like Yasuo, doesn't have any scaling either other than his 2-star. And his 6-star doesn't give you more scaling either, so I don't think scaling is something all decks need to have. If you have enough control, then the scaling doesn't really matter. It's the same thing with Morgana. Yeah, she only really gets scaling from her 6-star, but that doesn't really matter because you have so much control, you're just going to dominate the game. But I will agree, Ashe can sometimes feel a little bit clunky to play. I would agree with that. Let's get our Bastion. This will be free, and being able to re-protect our units with another spell shield if theirs gets popped would be pretty nice. Let's go for Howling Abyss. This one's always a toss-up because sometimes the units are just a little bit too ridiculous. I personally fixed Morgana with Strength of Stone Starforge setup. The moment I tried it, it never went back. Interesting. I don't know if I've tried Starforged on Morgana. Yeah, I don't think I've tried that one before. Let's get rid of both of these. We'd like to have some cheaper units.
Dragon blood, Demacian heart.
Alright, that's a little rude. Sure, we won't get the Daybreak effect, but it's good to get another unit on the board. So our only unit is Kayle, so by playing these, she's the only person getting hit, which means she is just becoming absolutely massive. Nice. Alright, I like that we can actually rival them as far as stats. That's pretty good. Although that's a little scary. It strikes the strongest enemy. I mean, good thing we have Spell Shield. Sure. Actually, no. We'll pass. So she still died, but at least she was able to take her with her.
Holy fire, burn away the darkness. Scorching light.
Alright, they might be able to do a spell to mess with us. Let's hit this up here just so we get another unit attacking alongside. And then let's try to buff up these other two on the side as well. And we should be able to end here. We have this just in case we need it. Yeah, GG. Nice. For me, for Morgana, I always just like the control. So I like consistently having her champion spell. So whether that's going for like Echoing or Grand Channel's counterplan. So I haven't really done that many other builds. Ooh, this will be very good. This having Storm Calling on it is giving us 2 cost reduction. So we're playing this for free. We're getting 2 cost reduction for pretty much all of our units because they almost all are going to hit Titanic very quickly. And we can potentially spam this. That's nice. It could fill up our hand with other units as well, but that's, yeah, pretty good. Okay, Titanic Wake. Fantastic. That is very, very good for us. Mobilize actually could go really, really hard because we're only playing this for 1 mana and then reducing down all of our units. That could be really good. Excavators is very good as well, but I think I want to get that Mobilize. Oh, Black Cleaver is another one that's really crazy. I don't think we'll get it because I think we're fine. But since we can buff up our units so much, he would be huge. So this will be pretty cheap. It'll be like a 2-cost rally. Yeah, I think having some rallies would be pretty nice, especially since we don't have Overwhelm. Attacking a couple times could be good. And all of these are solid, but I'm looking for something a little bit more impactful. I like getting some more of that. I think let's try a reroll here. Fully can ally, the not ally and enemy strike each other. It's not bad, but not exactly what I'm looking for. All right, some cost reduction. That can be decent. Yeah, hit that up. And let's try one last one here. Ebb, Pale Cascade. Oh, Home Turf. Enemies are vulnerable, round start rally. Okay. I mean, that sounds fantastic. So we're going to get 2 of these. I always do that just because sometimes you can still draw one of them and then you don't get it at the start of the game. So just by getting 2, you reduce that down. Storm Calling's fine, but we already have something. I think we're good. We've added a lot to our deck. Let's go for Ornn.
Building a deck, are we? Excellent. I brought nails.
You think Poro King might be one of the champs getting a Constellation upgrade next patch? Or Nasus? I mean, it's possible for Poro King. Nasus is also one that is fairly likely. I think getting Azir as a champion is going to happen pretty soon. Let's get rid of the dragon. Ornn doesn't have many... Wait, does he actually have a landmark? Does he summon one at the start of the game? I think we'll actually hold on to the Aftershock.
Hold it steady for me, like that.
This is pretty great.
Kindle? Oh no. Have you been to a blacksmith before?
Let's drop our Winged Messenger. Good to get a couple more units.
This is your end.
Let's try to drop this. We can go for Commander. All right, we're kind of running out of cards. We're running out of space. But we can squeeze one more in here. All right, pretty good.
Witness my true power.
All right, I think let's drop our Kayle.
Spare the innocent, punish the wicked.
Let's drop this just to scale up our units a little bit more. And then the same thing with this. We don't need the spell shield, but the battle banner is why we're casting it. Nice. Sure, this will reduce our damage. Well, if they don't want to block and they want to die faster, that's fine.
You're gonna get burned.
None escape us.
All right. Really good damage.
The more we learn, the less we
of fire.
This run is going pretty well. Alright, GG. Oh man. My Shurima Nova is reserved for our true Emperor, no matter if the 6 star is good or bad. I mean, I feel like it's going to be pretty hard for them to screw up Azir. We can go for the riposte, although all of these are pretty good. We could cut a card. Honestly, we could kind of cut the... where is it? Blinded Mystic, just because we have 7 of them, but we don't really need it that much. Sure. We've kind of gone another direction. It's not a bad card, but I think we're doing fine. Let's go for Lysandra. Yeah, Azir should be incredibly strong and very, very good. Let's get rid of the Screeching Dragon and the Shield Bearer. Actually, we'll hold on to that one. Alright, we'll drop this right here. Let's drop a Mobilize. And drop another one. There's my alarm to stream. So the funny thing is we're reducing them down, but then Lysandra is buffing it back up, the cost of everything. I think we'll wait and maybe play some of these next round. Let's just go ahead and kill him. Not too bad.
I will bury the world in ice.
Do we want to play our Kayle? Let's maybe wait and drop another unit first.
It is for the divine to dispense justice.
And sure, we can drop this right here. Also, it looks like ad drop, so we'll just pause. We don't want anyone to wait anything or miss anything. Yeah, solo leveling is a pretty good anime. I didn't watch or read any of the manga or anything, if there probably was one for that. Just about 45 seconds. Everyone will be back. Yeah, it's been a pretty blessed run so far, though. It is great. This also just giving everyone vulnerable. We can kill Lysandra, although killing her is not the best. Yeah, we might just go for straight up damage. Kayle scales so damn fast. Yes, and we have a lot of stuff just making that even crazier. All right, I think we will attack. We could kill some of their units. I think we're gonna let them decide if they want to block or not. We're just wanting to go for straight damage. Yeah, I have mixed feelings. I don't think I want to kill Lysandra. Yes, then they have their Entomb, but we have the Spell Shield to block that. And if we kill Lysandra, they just play another one right away. All right, let's just attack and try to end. I mean, there's stuff we could do to save some of our units, but we're overkilling them by a ton. This is fine. GG. Oh, nice. All right, that was really good. Got a bit crazy there at the end with getting some just fantastic powers. Kayle is one that she is strong on her own, but with some specific powers, she just scales so quickly, so fast, and it's quite enjoyable how there's some powers that she utilizes better than anyone. Like, sure, Titanic Wake, there's some other champions as well, like Volibear or Darius, that are really, really good with it. But some of the normal rares, like Higher Education, it's always a decent power, but for Kayle, all of those stats you're getting, they're no longer temporary because they're also being locked in for all your units in hand. And so it just helps you get scaled up so fast. And then, yeah, Secret Technique is totally broken with her. But she is quite a lot of fun. Imagine such a simple power as give everyone 1 power for every card you draw. Oh, yeah, it's pretty good. Could Strength of Stone work on Kayle? I mean, you are buffing up your units massively, so it can work, but it's not going to be as good because a lot of Kayle's effects are specifically buffing up your power. So, not going to be great. How do you feel about Kayle? I'm loving her. I think she is a lot better, especially her starting deck, a lot better than we first kind of thought it would be. I really like how she synergizes so well with a lot of different powers that don't really matter that much to too many other people. So I think her 3-star is really good. It really changes how you play the game because you have to think about it in a completely different way than any other champion, which I think is a very good champion design when you're looking at the same card through a completely different lens. I've kind of mixed feelings about the fact that all of her removals locked behind her 6-star, but it will make her 6-star feel really, really good when you don't have removal otherwise. But yeah, so far I'm really liking her. All right, we're going to try to go for Swain. Also, I'll have you guys note there, we never saw the lifesteal unit. So I know some of you are saying, oh, you don't need to do anything to mitigate the damage. You just get lifesteal. For me, I have not been lucky in that regard. So we're going to try to get rid of the Black Shield. We're going to go for defense spending. Kayle doesn't have any sustain baseline. And so making sure we have that tough to just reduce down the damage of all the city breakers, this will help out a good amount. I think we'll hold on to the other 2. Yeah, you have a good chance of seeing some of the lifesteal units for Kayle, but I've not been necessarily... I don't see it every game. It's very likely that I'll play a game and just never see them. So I don't want to rely on seeing them and then we just get whittled down and die. So let's go ahead and try to go here for Swain. And then I think after this, we might get her 6-star and maybe try the Fiddle Adventure. Ooh, Stabilize, Trifarian Might, Enfeebling. We'll probably go for the Trifarian Might. That can be pretty good. Gives us some removal. Yeah, Stabilize isn't bad, but Trifarian is pretty good. So let's go ahead and grab that. Honestly, Enfeebling, once you get her to 6 stars, oh my word. That is going to be so good. Because even if you don't kill the units, reducing them down by 3/3, that'll be fantastic. All right, let's, go for Trifarian. And, yeah. Go for Trifarian again. Have you seen Mahira yet? It's a literal elusive at this point. I've seen her a couple times. Like, I've seen that and then also the 1 cost. So I do see them. It's just, I definitely do not see them regularly. Like, most games I go without seeing them. It's probably like a 30-40% of my games I'll actually see them in. I think I'm okay with this. Sure, we can drop Gift Giver and even Wing Messenger. Ah, don't do that. That's who we wanted to attack with. All right, we'll pass for now. Rude. All right, let's hit this up so it can at least survive. Actually, yeah, let's just stun that one. And if we hit it with 1 more, it will survive. So, sure. And yeah, we can drop this here. Try to get a little bit more damage down. Well. Alright, so we can't drop our Kayle, but I think we want to start getting some damage down. Yeah, let's drop this here. Kill a unit. Sure, we can buff that one up, and I think let's actually get rid of that attack effect. The City Breakers aren't quite as bad since we have the tough. If we attack with all these units, they'll get damaged and not be able to block. But you know what? Let's still go for it. Alright, so even if we heal them up, they're still going to be damaged. Let's drop this Kayle. And she can kill that one. Yeah, I think that's fine. Alright, so she will level, she'll get double attack.
On wings of fire, hope ascends. Scorching light.
I think their stuns are slow, so I think we should be fine.
Illumination.
Alright, GG. Nice.
Those that cry out for justice will have it.
Mill sticks, yeah, he can be pretty rough, especially since we're generating spells fairly often. Oh, stand together, nice. 3 cost, brainworm. Yeah, looks pretty good. Although, both these are solid. For one, Excavator's Charge is great for being able to scale up your units, and then this would just be absolutely massive. I think we'll go for a stand together just because we have Secret Technique. And so that does give us double the scaling. Alright, Karma, probably not. Concussive Palm, not bad. Yasuo, Concussive Palm again. Or Poro King. I don't necessarily think I want Poro King. Going for Yasuo to get some more stuns, though, I think that could be okay. We're probably, hopefully, not going to get to the 10 mana point. Yeah, I think Yasuo would be fine. Alright, Scribe. Shop. Scribe wouldn't be bad to go. We could definitely dump a lot of gold in there and be able to have a massive amount of starting mana. I think we'll just go for the shop, though. While Scribe would probably be better, I don't really having this turn into a Scribe game. I think let's try to go for Legion Marauder. The item is a 2/2 board-wide buff because of Secret Technique. I'm not actually sure. I haven't actually, paid attention to see if it does hit everything 2/2 from the Battle Banner. Since it's attached to the spell, it's potentially getting buffed up as well. We'll have to see. I'm okay with this. So Yasuo would immediately get strike off. Sure.
The least only purpose. Life and death on a blade's edge.
Anyone hurt?
All right, those Legion Marauders are going to be a little bit rough. I think we should probably stun at least one of them. We'll get another unit. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit rough. We don't want them all to attack. All right, let's put one of them there. Put him there. Yeah, still a lot of damage. All right, let's drop some of the shield bearers. I think we'll actually drop this one first. It kind of doesn't matter. We need to start getting some of this removal going. All right, so this is at 10-10. Let's buff up these two and see. So yeah, it does go to 12. So it did get 2/2 from the... Well, it says Battle Band, I'll only give it 1. Yeah, but then there's a 1/1 from Secret Technique. So yeah, it does get doubled as well, which just makes it even better. Wrathful Rider is bad, but we don't want it attacking.
Going someplace?
They're going to attack with it. We have our Steel Tempest, though.
Let's have some fun.
I think let's drop this here. They do have Challenger, but I think I'd rather get rid of some of those units. Let's stun that one.
You cannot sway me.
And yeah, we'll buff up this one right here. Alright, not terrible, all things considered. Granted, we're getting to the point of the game where they might drop their spell that heals them a massive amount and gives them Legion Marauders. When I'm summoned, summon 2 Sand Soldiers, grant them 2/2. Sure.
We must fight for our peace.
Weird. Let's go for Wounded White Flame.
Let the blood, then stop the heart.
Alright, let's go ahead and, yeah, kill that one. Well, do we care if he attacks? I think I'd rather get rid of Legion Marauder.
A fool's end.
Alright, not too bad.
To your feet, warriors of Shurima.
Yep, there it is. Not too surprising. We do have blockers. Let's drop this, kill one of them.
Plenty for all of us.
Alright, let's go for Stand Together. It is hilarious how massive we get as far as stats. Let's go for this one. And yeah, we'll get the 1/1, so we still should kill it. That Trifarian really coming in clutch, and the Tough really letting us get to the point where we can actually use it.
Shurima.
GG. Nice. It's nice that Secret Technique finally has some use outside of niche builds. Yeah, that's true. It wasn't used that often. Like, there's a lot of people that could use it, but I would agree that it is nice that it is a little bit more common now. So this isn't bad, but I do kind of like the Sigil of Storms. The Titanic is, or the effect for Titanic units is good. Grant an ally 2 spirit. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go here. So yeah, we're gonna go for Scribe. Scribe would be a smart choice to just dump a ton of gold into there. But I don't really want this to turn into a Scribe game. Let's try to get another fun power here. Rally. Okay. Tempting. Creative cards cost 1 less. That would make our spell cost 1 less. That we're making potentially every round, so sure. Transform a unit into a 3/3, silence it, rally. Yeah, I think this is doing enough for us. It's giving us a rally, buffing up our whole board by 2/2, and getting rid of one of their strongest units. It is expensive, but I think it'll be worth it. Also, this getting Grifter's deck is kind of crazy. I don't think we're going to bother, but it is kind of crazy. Yeah, I think we're fine. Let's see. So we have Snapper, Shop, Broadmain. I think let's go for Aristocrat. I normally have more fun with it, even though it can be pretty challenging. Hello, Jackie. Is 4-star Gwen overwhelming power not +1 mana strong enough for the 5-star Viego? Yes, it would. 4-star Gwen, you should be able to clear Viego without any difficulties. Any tips for managing the massive stat barrage early on, especially in the first encounters? I mean, if you're playing Gwen, you're just kind of stalling, because once you get Gwen on the board and attacking, you'll be able to heal up to full. So yeah, you just have to practice stalling. Let's... Yeah, this is fine. All right, we can go here.
Try to understand. I matter. You don't.
Yeah, let's use a lot of these Blessings of Targon. They're going to be cheaper now, and they just give us so many stats.
Away, down.
Oh, I can't wait.
All right, drop Kayle right away. She would get a kill. Yeah, by dropping her here, she levels next round.
My blade shall illuminate the dawn.
So it is pretty good playing her on your off turn,
My light
as her
shines.
attack is just so good. They probably have a stun. I think let's go a little crazy right here. Try to buff these up massively. All right, hopefully GG. All right, not quite, but pretty close.
I served for decades, and you call on me now.
Yeah, the top is helping us out so much. So he would get a kill. He would kill that one. Do we want to play this or a couple other things? No, I think we can just drop this here. So we'll kill that one. Sure, he can stun these two.
Come here.
And we still have another stun if we need it, but they right now have 3 units. We have 3 units. They're probably not going to attack, so we could just go for a blessing, but we'll play it safe.
Every scar a lesson.
Yeah, I still don't really see them attacking. If they do, though, that's fine. But yeah.
Away, down.
I've embarrassed cause
All right,
twice
GG.
so
Nice.
Those that fly out for justice.
I usually run Gwen with Disciple, Corrupted Star Fragment, and Ludens. Crown Guard is insanely good. I would highly recommend using it, because normally in your first attack with Gwen, she levels, but she still has that massive Hallowed buff. So then being able to attack again means you are doubling up that effect of Hallowed, and so you just have massive sustain, super amounts of damage, and then your skill is going to do a lot. So I would potentially get rid of like Corrupted Star Fragment and put on the Crown Guard over that. Yeah, Disciple, it can be nice, and like Ludens can give you good damage. Luckily, you have more flexibility since you have her at 4-star, so you don't need the Overwhelm. Yeah, normally the 2 most important is like Overwhelm and Crown Guard. Okay, so Blessing of Targon, this is really good. Since we're generating this every round, it's now also hitting the banner every round. Now, it is giving us a card that isn't necessarily great. It's going to fill up our hand, but it's just giving us so many stats. I feel like we have to grab it. They could be a power we can get. Huh. Some of those aren't too bad. When you summon a created ally, grant it 1/1. We're not going to be doing that very often. Like, sure, the messengers will be created, and I'm sure there's going to be some minor effects here and there, like this guy will be created, but I don't think it's probably worth it. Our Divine Judgment going down actually isn't too bad. So we could try to reroll for a slightly better power. Sure. Of course, we get one that's epic. Sad. It's not bad, but I think I'll actually go for Divine Judgment. Alright, let's go for the healer. Wind Chaser can be okay. but it is a lot of mana. Normally, we could probably play other things to be more impactful. Let's go for Jhin.
In carnage I bloom like a flower in the dawn.
Yeah, our hand, we are going to somewhat struggle having too many cards from our blessings, but should be pretty good. Alright, so no matter who we play, we're not going to have enough mana for the blessing. Sure, we can drop
I go with the road.
Yasuo.
One blade, one purpose.
I never.
Alright, a little rude, but it's fine. Let's go for a Wounded White Flame. And then let's, use our blessing. Alright, we can kill him.
We haven't even finished.
And yeah, the top is reducing the damage we're taking massively, which is so nice. Alright, do we want to play this right away? Sure, let's buff him up a little bit. Let's try to get, at least another unit on the board. The more units we get, the more this blessing buffs everyone up.
Some things never done.
Alright, let's hit this here. They're willing to end. Sure, let's drop this just in case they change their mind about attacking. Let's go for the blessing here. Just because, it's buffing up so many units.
Fresh tracks.
That's all fine with us. Alright, let's drop this guy here. They really just wanted to constantly hit us. Drop this one here.
The artist, the stage, the actor, the grave.
Alright, let's go for Blessing.
Life and death on the blade's edge.
Sure, let's put that guy right there.
There won't be a warning shot.
Alright, GG. Oh, nice. The AI probably complains to Riot about power creep after this one. Spicy and juicy stream is starting. I mean, we've been active for an hour now. Farsight's not bad. Double attack. Honestly, we could give double attack to either of them, just so Kayle's a little bit more powerful on her when we first play her. But sure, let's give double attack to Yasuo. Alright, power. Overwhelm would be pretty good. Sure, let's grab that. And again, let's try to go for the harder route, so Reckoner. Granted, I think we're not going to be great into all of his studs, but it's fun going the harder route. Let's give it a Blinded Mystic. And I think Divine Judgment. I think we're going to hold on to Minimorph. It could be pretty good. We don't have great removal, and they can really shut us down. Alright, so we didn't draw any units we can actually play. Nice. I don't necessarily want to open with Concussive Palm.
We will not fail.
Especially because we might need the stun this round.
For the right coin.
Alright, so we can drop Kayle. I think let's drop this. Silence that guy.
Through the darkness, I see something new.
And then stun that one.
I cannot
We'll get
turn
buffed
back.
up a little bit. Yeah, it's not the best, but considering we had a pretty crappy first hand, it's not the worst. Sure, let's drop our Kayle.
The innocent punish the wicked.
Yep, not too surprised there.
I know.
All right, let's attack like this. Goodness, see how they block. Drop a blessing.
Nothing personal.
Oh, man. Sure.
No light but our sun, no God but a seer.
Holy fire, burn away.
Are we doing ×4? No. We're doing ×3. So we're, yeah, not going all the way to ×4, but we're trying to get through a lot today. Yeah, we can let that go through. Yeah, all the stuns. Also looks like ad dropped, so we'll just hold off for now. Oh. Yeah, Kayle is doing pretty well. I'm getting excited to try her 6-star. We might do it after this one right here. But getting that extra removal and damage, I think will be pretty fun. Especially like dropping Kayle and just having her destroy the entire enemy board. It's gonna be pretty good. Oh, finally Friday. Oh, right, I also need to do my story time at some point today about how terrible yesterday was. Oh, it's a disaster. There's like very much one of those days. Six-star plus Fiora, that would be, yeah, that'd be pretty insane. Just found Titanic Wake on Kayle. The 8/8 effects are 3-stars, so my hand is scaling like crazy. Yeah, Titanic Wake is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, we can let that one go through. I think let's drop this here. And we'll play this one to get another strike off.
The world waits, begging for to meet.
This is the fun
Goodness.
part.
Oh, okay.
Speak his
You have all
name.
these big units, but you're only going to attack with that one.
Preposterous.
Interesting. All right, let's drop this here, get another strike off.
Anger death.
So I was planning on dropping this unit, but if we don't attack immediately, they're probably just going to stun us. So yeah, let's go ahead, attack, and try to end. GG. Nice.
Those that cry out for justice shall have it.
We already have a clip of somebody winning with Fiora 6-star in the Discord. Nice. That's yeah, pretty great. Just finished the battle pass, might die RL. Yeah, you can blast through them pretty quickly. Zenith Blade is pretty good, but I do kind of like the thought of the Divine Judgment counting down. Yeah, I think we'll go here, but Zenith Blade is definitely excellent. Honestly, even getting the little elephant so we have something small at the start of the game wouldn't be bad either. Gearing up will be nice, having units right away. They'll scale up very quickly, especially with that augment. Yeah. I mean, they might die to some people's effects pretty fast, but it'll be nice having units on the board. Alright, shop. Mountain Goat can be okay. This can also be fine. Probably gonna grab that one. I do like that power. Alright, we don't have another shop. Sure, let's get this card. Having our units getting recalled sounds really annoying, so let's actually go down here. So, Glory Seeker. The 6-star is what they were referring to. Zenny. The 6-star, your champion with 10 or more power strikes all enemies. So if you had a Fury in hand and got her buffed up, you drop her, she strikes enemy board, kills 4 targets, and you win the game, which is pretty crazy. Let's get rid of the blessing because we're already going to have that. Divine Judgment counting down will be nice. Yeah, this looks good.
Try to keep up.
I actually think let's just attack, and then when they block, we might just drop a stand together. Do we still want to buff them up? I think let's buff this one up enough that he can kill that. Yeah, looks decent. Alright, stunning that's not really going to do anything. Buffing it up also won't matter because it won't be big enough to survive. So yeah, that is not the best. Oh my word, he's so massive already. Yeah, we can drop this. Those quick attack units aren't great for us. It's like we can stun one of them.
Oh, you're mine.
Alright, so that one's dying. Taking 9 damage right there. Sure, let's try to keep that from getting a strike off, although they will get a strike right there. We'll drop this one first. Let's go right here. Drop this one right there. Alright, that'll probably be GG. Nice. Ugh. Alright, Blessing of Targon. This also giving us a mana gem every time I play it. More reason to just try to play it as much as possible. So 2 cost stun 2 enemies. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. What do we want to cut? We might get rid of the Blinded Mystic just because it's a little pricey. Yeah, it's not bad, but we need to try to play a lot of our smaller units. And gives 1/1. Technically, the 1/1 actually is a 2/2 because of the secret technique. Let's go for Swain. Hello, random lurker. How fun is Kayle? Pretty good. And I think after this, we're going to get the 6-star, so it should be even better. Some of these are solid, but since we're generating a spell every single round, just trying to get maybe some more units going. Alright, so we want to play our Blessing. Let's go ahead and just attack and see how they block. Okay. They're not going to block at all. Sounds good, I guess. Figured they'd block with someone, but apparently not. I think I'm fine with letting that sit there. Sure. Alright, so we can't obliterate a follower. I think we'll wait until we have something a little bit more annoying. We could drop Kayle already. She would level next round. And we have enough to drop Blessing with her. Could also go for Divine Judgment. I think we'll still keep going for the Blessing of Targon just because it's doing so much for us. Oh look, another unit. Oof, that's a lot of damage. Secret technique is a must for her, I feel. Yeah, it is pretty good. All right, so if he's able to strike, then that is going to be pretty bad. But none of our units are actually big enough to stop the strike from happening.
You dare!
So we can kill a couple of their units. She'd go down to a 3. If she blocks it all, she's going to die at the start of next round. Yeah, so that is a lot of damage. Little rough.
Holy fire, burn away the darkness!
But I think let's still just attack some exact copy of an ally. It's ephemeral and draw 1. Huh.
Illumination!
So normally something wouldn't be able to copy or wouldn't be able to do double attack if it's ephemeral. But if it's ephemeral and it can't die,
Are damned!
alright, so sadly they had a fast speed stun. It was almost amazing. Alright, 6 damage. We don't have another one of those lying around, but we do have a mini morph. Sure. Alright, so we still have ways to buff up, but let's attack like this. GG. Nice. Oh, goodness. I feel like her Epic Relic's a must-have on her. She feels really mana hungry. She is definitely mana hungry, so yeah, her Relic is quite nice. Yeah, I think Secret Technique is definitely more mandatory than her Relic. Her Relic is very nice to have, but yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say it's mandatory. All right, that was really good. Great to be able to pick up the Blessing of Targon to be able to get your battle banner on it. Also really nice we were able to test out and make sure the Secret Technique does make your battle banner hit your units by 2/2, which then also those buffs should be transferred to everything in hand. Secret Technique just seems like the best possible relic for her. Yeah, Kayle is doing really well. Excited to try out her 6-star. Never thought I'd be happy to own it. I mean, Secret Technique, yeah, it's pretty nice. You have any recommendations for the 5.5 weekly? I don't have Vex or Vagar. I haven't actually looked at it. Hey, Dre, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Hungry and Greed, when the player summons a unit, grant it -1 power for every 100 gold the player has. Players' created cards cost 3 more. And then the Deadly. Yeah, this one is always annoying for, like, Aurelian Soul. There's a lot of champions that do like their created cards. Now, you could go for someone like Vex. For Vex, you don't necessarily care about your units as much, so the Hungering Greed or Hindering Greed won't hurt you as much. And while I do like going for like Echoing Spirit, so you do have a lot of created cards, you could go for a different build. And as long as you just focus on your shops, try to get a lot of good spells, then this won't bother you as much. Yeah, Swain is another one that you don't have too many created cards. And then you could also go for like a Morgana or Yasuo. Now, they do have some builds that you could go for created cards, but just obviously try to not go for those ones as well. Finally, I can join streams again. Awesome. Won this with 4-star Vi with Strength of Stone. It was insane. Yep, Strength of Stone would be pretty good. Vi doesn't have that many created cards, although she does also have a good amount. Yeah, we might do some of these as well, but let's go ahead and grab the 6-star to test it out. So when you play a 5+ power ally, deals 3 to all enemies. If it's 10 or more powers or 10 or more power champion, it strikes all enemies instead. This should be pretty fun. So let's grab that, and I think we're going to try to go up against Fiddlesticks. I think we'll give it a defense spending, and we might just go again for Beast within. Oh, that's best. There we go. Overwhelm can be nice, can help us end a little bit faster. The 6-star with cease and desist is very funny. I think we'll try that potentially after. But yeah, that is what I do want to try. And we'll try this for now. We'll probably play another game after this one. So let's go here for the 6.5 Fiddlesticks. Let's go ahead, load in here, and then, it doesn't look like we have to drop an addy yet. All right, let's go ahead and go for power. Explosive Finale, this actually can be good now. So before, this was kind of terrible because you didn't ever kill units. But since we have the 6-star, this actually could be good. We definitely could reroll for better things. Hold it wouldn't be bad, but it'll be funny to see how much damage we can actually do with this. Vex at home. Let's go for Sleepless Slumber. This is fine. Let's drop this so we can go for our Blessing, because that'll give us tons of stats, which then lets a lot of our other units try to hit that 5+ power threshold. Oh man, this is going to be good. All right, I'm going to try to drop this. I want to see if our 4-star, the 1/1, counts to make us get the strike off. All right, it does not. Good to know. All right, let's drop this one then. Okay, kind of a basic, not cinematic animation, but still solid.
Be brave.
All right, I think let's stun that one so they can't lock. We're already doing enough damage, but we could push even more. Let's go ahead and try to attack like this. GG. The Hydra animation is pretty cool. I like that. It's a decent animation. I was hoping that it'd be something a little bit different for the 6-star. It is a good animation for the common relic, though, definitely. I have 2/2 for each ally that died with its power increased. Younger. I don't think I want to deal with this. Also, Titanify, normally it's going to be bigger than the 8/8 anyway, so that's kind of not really going to help us. Like, she would be able to scale up a lot. Attack, transform non-attacking darkened followers into exact copies of me. I think if we weren't going into Fiddlesticks, I'd probably grab this. I think let's maybe go for the Darkened Harp. Yeah. Watch me in Siphoning Strike like Ambessa. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Alright, let's see. So, Jace, Lee Sin, or Lysandra. Lysandra's Frozen Tomb isn't great, but it's also not terrible. It gives us some control. We could play her pretty easily. If we drop Frozen Tomb, it reduces down the enemies. Sure. Rally. I think we're fine. Alright, so we can heal up, cut a card, Spells Chest, Shop. Spells Chest might not be too bad, but also the shop could be pretty good. Let's try out Vicious Mockery. Yeah, it's okay. Again, we'll drop the Gift Giver so that we can play our Blessing, just so we get a bunch of stats. Oh, they all hit that one.
Feed the boss.
That's fine. They could play something else, but I think we'll just drop this just in case. Okay, not too bad. So they have one more unit. I think let's drop this here. Give it that regen back up. All right, so we can have Kayle. Wounded White Flame isn't strong enough, but we might be able to change that. Apparently not. Let's go for a gem here.
Gem of our divine patron.
Okay, so this one's now at 5. So yeah, they're able to outscale it, so the one alone wasn't able to kill them, but this should still be a ton of damage. Yeah, Secret Technique just gives you so much.
You spurn my gift.
I mean, okay. All of our units are big enough to handle that, so that's fine. All right, we have no one to strike. Let's pass, see if they play something.
The words of shattered soul.
All right, let's drop our Kayle. All right, GG. So it's just her getting a strike off. Titanic Wake is legendary tier. Yeah, Titanic Wake is so good for you. It's so good. So they really want to go for Zolani? Yeah, that's better. Grant an ally in hand 1 power. This seems kind of funny. A little bit. Sure. It's more 1 cost, not bad. Alright, spells or shop. I think I'll go for the shop. Hey look, Siphoning Strike. Crystal Carrier. I don't think I want counterfeit production on anything. No, I think I'm good. First time I play an ally granted 2 power. Sure. Let's buy 1 of those for the item. We do have another shop over here. Siphoning Strike is kind of funny a little bit, but I think we're fine. Let's go here for Thalassophobia. Yeah, this is good. We'll probably hold on to our Lysandra, even though we could play her right here. Sure, let's drop this guy. We'd potentially like our Lysandra to be big enough to strike all enemies. Although we could just play her here. I think we'll hold off. We will have to spend mana on her because she, yeah, won't scale all the way up. Those are some big units, though. Let's drop this here. All right. Let's try to hit this up and see. Of course, she's not the person that got hit at all. Nice. All right, we can let that go through. Let's go ahead, buff this one up, and we'll stun that one. It'll still die, but it'll be more than big enough to kill their unit. All right, so we could drop our Kayle. Let's try to play some of these small things and see. All right, so she did get hit. Sure. So yeah, it's the normal just strike animation, which I mean isn't bad. It does kind of crack me up how they keep killing their own units by constantly trying to challenge ours. Like, thank you for accidentally killing yourselves.
The cold creeps in.
GG. Yeah, so far, Kayle's been able to pretty much dominate this. I think the big thing, though, is going to be Fiddlesticks himself. Now, with Elise, since we have 6 stars, we'll probably be able to be fine. Yeah, I think Fiddlesticks is probably the major issue for us. We can go for Mountain Goat. That's okay. Champion item or shop. Focusing on our champions a little bit more also wouldn't be bad, but I think let's go for the shop. Divine Clerk, we're probably going to get that. It's not terrible. Let's grab this guy. And yeah, it's a defensive power, but it's okay. Let's go here for a healer. Having this in our opening hand isn't terrible. Just in case things go horribly wrong. I do like kind of liking our units. I think I'll get rid of the Darken Harp, actually. Let's go for Elise.
Strand by silken strand.
I love this encounter having a really scary monster as a picture, and then the board is a funny beach party. I mean, probably it's the only board that's really had water other than going for, I guess, like the Bilgewater one. Let's get rid of this because we know we're going to draw it. That one's too expensive. We'll get rid of one of these with like our 1 costs. There we go. Alright, wait, actually, just kind of realized for our 6-star, when you play a 5+ power ally, okay, so if we drop a champion that's less than 10 power, they're still going to get a strike off. Or not a strike, but they're still going to be able to do the 3 damage, so that's not terrible. We could try to surprise one of their units, sure.
Now you've gone and upset it.
I didn't actually check. Did she get... No, she did not.
For her alone,
Yeah, we'll just buff this guy up even more.
I guard this flame.
I mean, we could just kill Elise,
Justice be swift.
but I think we're fine. Oh, we're close.
The journey is difficult. Please protect.
Let's drop this gem.
Please go from the protector himself.
Okay, there we go. We could go for Kayle, but let's drop our Lysandra. All right, nice.
Be brave.
We'll buff this one up. All right, we'll drop our Kayle next round, and that'll be game. GG. Solid. Oh. It is fun that we got the explosive finale as our first power. Quick strike, excavator's charge. I think we'll go for the quick strike blade. Yeah, most things should be dead whenever we drop our champion anyways. It seems like the strike happens at essentially burst speed, so there's not anything they can do to stop it. We already have the overwhelm. Summon Emperor's Dais. I think this is going to be a good one, especially when you're leveling Kayle, because by summoning the other unit, you're triggering your 4-star, and so you're able to get those extra buffs, but I don't think that's big of a deal. Honestly, the shield can be pretty nice, but I think let's reroll for something a little bit more impactful. Alright, I guess we'll go here. This will trigger our 3-star, so every time we're dropping a unit, we're getting our units to be bigger. But also, both these are also really good. Alright, double shop. I think let's go for Pale Death. Let's get rid of the Entomb. And yeah, we can hold on to these.
Grant us your guidance. We have need of you.
Let's drop this. I love how many stats it gives and then sends that to everyone else. One of these days we're going to get lucky and Lissandra's going to immediately go up to 10 power. We can just drop her turn 1.
May I see your invite?
Oof. That is a little rough.
Where are you?
Let's drop this guy right here. We'll be able to kill a couple of them. We can drop this one. Get a little bit more. Also looks like ad drop, so we'll just pause and hold off for anyone stuck in that. We've got about a minute. While we're waiting, if you need to go get a drink, go to the bathroom, go ahead and do that. I'm going to do that myself, actually, so be right back. Oh. Alrighty, everyone should be getting back. Let's see. Let's drop this guy. We don't want them to have any units because a big way they do damage is killing their own units. Their ruination. So this still is not big enough. But let's drop this here. I'm a little bit worried about passing. It's like I want to be able to drop a Yeti Yearling and get some more damage down. They have 6 mana. We'll try to pass. Alright, so that's going to kill both of those. Fantastic. Super nice. Was a little bit worried about something like that. Suppose we could use an Entomb.
These gems grant a rare harmony.
Alright, let's drop our Yeti Yearling. And let's actually drop our Lissandra. She won't get the strike off, but she's still going to kill that unit. And then we can attack like this. And GG. Nice. Oh, not too bad. Yeah, so far the removal is feeling pretty good. The fact that we can get that 3 damage every time we're dropping a unit almost. Getting this at the start of the game is not bad. This actually isn't bad either because we could drop our Lissandra turn 1 and then we're getting extra mana. Sure, it'll help us ramp up faster. Alright, let's go for shop here, see what we can get. A heal, not bad. Neverglade, always a fun time. Stacked against them. Alright, that's not terrible. How many cards do we have? 35. So we're close to hitting the 40. I think we're good. Some of these are okay, but I think, yeah, we're fine. Let's go for Sickening Plunge. Wish Divine Cleric was part of her starting deck? Yes, it would be nice. Let's actually reroll most of this. Okay, I was a little worried. I was like, are we really not going to get our Lysandra? So we could drop Kayle right away. You know what? Sure. Let's
Divine to dispense justice.
go for it. Or not. Rip. Alright, we'll drop our Lysandra.
That I remain.
Alright, we'll drop our Kayle again.
Guilty need fear me.
Alright, nice. So we don't necessarily need to drop some of our bigger units. We want to wait, like we did with Trifarian, until they actually have something to kill. So we can drop this one for now.
Holy fire, burn away the darkness.
Alright, that is a little rude.
In radiance.
And yeah, we'll just say no to that frostbite. GG. Kayle doesn't like there being units on the opponent's board. Not when you get your 6-star. Hello, Grape. Yes, I do remember you. You're the one that cannot be trusted when it comes to patch notes. Or patch coming out. Let's get some more copies of Lysandra. That's fine. Let's go for champion item. I think we'll actually go for Lysandra with the Colossal Hammer. Because we're trying to drop her turn 1, so making sure she can at least do the damage to everyone is, yeah, pretty good. What's up? What's new? Just enjoying the new patch. I still have to get my rant about yesterday. I need to remember to do that. Let's go for item chest. Phage isn't bad. Grifter's deck isn't bad. Yeah, all these are pretty good upgrades. I think actually we need to go for Grifter's deck. Right, I kind of been forgetting that we are going up against Fiddlesticks. So yeah, we probably shouldn't even cut a card here. Let's just heal up. Oh my word, we're at 39. We're not even going to get the double effect from stacked against them. I thought we had like one more fight in here for some reason. Alright, Fiddlesticks. Oh man. Thank you for the Gwen suggestions. Completed the Viego. Got summoned challenging sapling. So 3 attacks with Crown Guard. Nice. Should have bought that one card. Yes, apparently. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, remind me after this to talk about yesterday's disaster. So we have our Lysandra. Sure, let's drop this. Well, yeah, it'll be fine.
Yielding light.
Alright, so we won't be able to play... Well, sure, let's try to drop this, see if we can get... Nope. We're not getting lucky with the upgrade hitting Lysandra. But still, we can drop her, get some decent damage down. Kill their units, which is very nice. And now we have some extra ramp, and they have a entirely full board. Solid. Alright, so she did not get hit. I wanted her to get some power here. Alright, so we'll be able to kill that one.
Foolish child.
We can hit this here to kill him. Let's actually get some of these Yeti Yearlings on the board. For one, they're dealing damage, but then also these could give us extra cards in our deck, which we might desperately need. Fine, there go all their units. Solid. Alright, they don't have too many, but Kayle can clear the board.
Mine is a solemn duty.
Well, would have been nice to drop Kayle now. We can drop this. Sure. Alright, that one can't block. Let's put this one here. And GG. Nice. Does augment work with Kayle powers? Yes, it does. So I got my Kayle to 3 stars after getting to level 20. Let's see if she can defeat Fizz. Fizz is a little bit annoying, but yeah, if you're level 30, you should be fine. Alright, that was really good. Kayle, especially with her 6-star, very fun. Being able to have all of that removal works out quite well. I do like how it's split into 2 parts, so you can choose to just have the first damage there. Let's try to move that up a little bit better. There we go. So yeah, the first part, 5+ power ally. You can choose to do it with your champion as well. So if you don't need all of them, all the power of striking all units, you can still drop your champion early. But especially in the later game where you gain that scaling, dropping the champion, just having them clear the board, a lot of fun. This is, yeah, pretty interesting. I'll see what crazy stuff we can do with it, but first game, really enjoying 6-star Kayle. I don't know why, but my instinct every time I see Kayle is slapping Chosen on her. Chosen wouldn't be bad for Kayle. Like, you get a lot of scaling from it. The issue is she's a little slow and you want a little bit more power. Alright, so yesterday, I had to set up internet at the new house. The earliest that they could do was on Thursday, and they were like, okay, between 8 and 12. So I was like, okay, that really sucks having to sit here and wait for a 4-hour window for them to come. But it's like, as long as they came in like 8 to 9, it's like, fine, I can do that in the morning. I'll still be able to come back and stream at my normal time. But it's like, if it happens later, that's going to kind of suck. Also, my wife and I currently only have 1 car. We used to have 2, but then I started working from home, and we're paying for 2 cars that we really didn't need. So then we only have 1 car, so in the morning I had to drop her off at work so I could drive over to the other house to wait. So I'm sitting there waiting for the 4 hours, and 12 o'clock, that's like the very cutoff of the 4 hours between 8 and 12. They still hadn't shown up. So then I have to call the place and be like, where is your technician to come and install the internet? And they're like, oh, well, email him. He might just be running a little bit behind. It's like, if you give me a 4-hour window, you cannot then miss that 4-hour window and be like, oh, we're just running a little bit behind. Like that's what the 4-hour window is for. So then the person, like 20 minutes later after that, calls me and was like, oh, I was just finishing up another job. And like, oh, you're close by. You're only like 20 minutes away, which, when you've already been waiting for over 4 hours, like, that's not really that close. So anyways, like half an hour later, then the guy actually shows up. So that's super annoying. And then before this, I had bought a really nice router modem combo that's supposed to be really good. It's also supposed to be brand new. And this was something I had to drop like probably close to like $200 on. And when I take it out of the box to use it, this is the first time I'm taking it out, I notice it's dusty. And it's like, this is supposed to be a brand new piece of equipment. Why is this dusty? So I'm pretty sure what happened is they sold me a refurbished or used modem when it was supposed to be brand new. And so after like waiting this whole time for the internet people to come, they finally come. It takes a while to get it sorted out. It's like, okay, time to try to plug it in, and then it doesn't work. And so it's like, great. So now I'm having to rent one from the internet company, which super annoying. And yeah, the thing I didn't buy, had to wait and ended up spending like 6 hours just waiting for them. And by the time all this is done, remember the first time frame was between 8 and 12. At this point, when I'm finally finished, it's close to 2 o'clock. My wife gets off work at 3, and to go and pick her up would be like 20 minutes away. So it's like, by the time I drive the 20 minutes back to my apartment, it's like I could start stream and stream for like 10 minutes before I then need to leave to go pick up my wife. So yeah, it was pretty much a massive disaster. For the modem, though, it was something that I got offline at Amazon, and yeah, I made sure that there was a return or refund policy. So we're gonna send it back. We'll be able to get our money back, and I'll have to go and find another modem or router. But yeah, yesterday was just one of those days where it's like everything just went wrong. It was terrible. So yeah, that was rough. Also, it's kind of the worst timing because since this is the day after the patch, it's like the most important time to try to be streaming, and yeah, it's like can't do it. So yeah, a little bit sad. But everything's going well today for the most part. I mean, there's a whole other house story I could go into that was going on, but we'll get back to it. Let's see. Should have adjusted your move date. That already happened a couple times. That's a whole other rant I could get into as well. Yeah. Let's see. One thing I want to try with Kayle, now that we have her at 6 stars, is let's get rid of the Beast Within, and let's try Oath. What's the new relic? That's Kayle's relic. The one up there. Right, Cease and Desist. I said I'd do that next. Okay, we'll do Cease and Desist, and then we're going to do Oath of the Guardians. Because I think this one could be really fun with a 6 star. This probably doesn't work. Nope. Alright, we'll get rid of that. Let's put on Cease and Desist. And is there one of the nightmares we should do? Duplicate, Scout Scheme, Deadly. Sure, let's just throw Kayle in here and see how she does. This'll be interesting. At least when you call them at 12, you didn't get the classic dude left for the day, he'll be back next week. Oh yeah, that I was very worried that something was going to go wrong, and it was like, oh, we have to schedule another day, so it's like, great, so I have to miss streaming and working for like 2 days, which was also the bad thing, because since I was at the house, I wasn't at my apartment where I had my desk, and so I couldn't be editing videos, so I was just waiting there. It's like I'm not streaming, but I'm also not editing, so I'm just like wasting all this time. Yes, I checked all the reviews for the modem, and people said it was good, and it is probably a good quality modem. It's just they gave me a used one, not a new one. So yeah, I think it probably would have worked out fine if it worked. Let's go for power here. Undying Legion, overprepared. I think our 6 star is a play effect. Yeah, when you play a 5 or more plus power ally. But it would trigger this again. Yeah, like it's... It can be fun. It's... It can be decent, because if we have a unit die, we can then get them back, and even with blocking with them. I think we'll try to go for it. It can be fun to play around, but it's not that strong. Yeah, I agree, Noxus. The equipment could honestly be better. It could, but I think we'll try it. Let's go for a Crown Guard. Yeah, equipment for Kayle should be pretty good here. Let's get rid of one of these. I kind of want to get, okay, good, one of our 1 costs. Because the 1 cost is so nice for being able to drop it and then play our Blessing. Because since we have the other effect, we're able to buff up so many of our units, our secret technique.
Won't back down. So
All right, let's drop a wounded white flame. Get some damage down. So we could go for shield vault. That would save us a little bit of damage. But I think let's maybe drop this here. Honestly, we could have actually had our unit die. Right, I need to remember to let our units die. Let's,
Protector, shield me.
I think, get rid of this one.
They say these were from the Protector himself.
Oh, it's not quite there yet. I think let's try to go for a blessing. Seriously? It just... I want it to hit this unit, but okay, I guess we're gonna go here.
She calls me traitor. She scorns me. I see her.
Alright, so we can kill that one. Hopefully they block and kill this unit, but they normally know better. Yeah, the main thing is gonna know, or it's gonna help for blocking, if we can remember to use it. But let's drop Kayle. GG. Nice. Yeah, it does have brash. I normally don't even consider brash. I'm really bad at forgetting about it. The revive card, does it lose all the bonuses or it's summoned empowered? It gets reset back to its like base form. But the biggest thing is just having another blocker then, or unit on the board. For each ally that died this round, grant all allied copies of it everywhere 1/1. When I'm summoned, draw one round and strike each other. I mean, round 2 we could play this for free. Yeah, 3-star Kayle is a big jump for Kayle. Ally in play, Enhanced Spirit. I think we'll get this because we can play it for free after like the first round, which could be nice. Oh look, Scion. Scion's always fun. Zoe, not too bad. I do like all the cheap cards. Reborn Grenadier. Roar of the Slayer. Roar is always fun as well. I don't think we're gonna go for Scion, even though he can be pretty fun. I do like Zoe. Sure, more 1 cost is nice. Alright, so we have Monastery or Spells Chest, Legion Marauder or Devourer. Let's try to go for Devourer. Going from 1 power to copying stuff like 6/6 is crazy. Yeah. Okay, this looks okay. Do we want to drop Zoe right away? You know what? Sure. She's elusive. The more we play some of these effects, she's going to help our scaling even more. Yeah, that's not terrible. We can block some of their big units. We really need to drop someone to annihilate this board. We'd like to play this, but we need to attack. They have no mana, so we're not attack. We need to drop a unit because they're going to drop someone. Let's put this here. Kill most of their units. Nice. They don't want to attack. I think let's try to hit up Zoe again. And then do we want to discard? I think we're fine with the Sleepy Trouble Bubble. Alright, so that unit's going to get revived, which is fine. This one has Fury, so it's going to give us a little bit more scaling. Let's drop this one for free. Sure, let's drop this one as well. Yeah, Kayle. Well, let's try to go for a gem.
They say these were from the protector himself.
So she's at 9. I guess when we attack, she is going to be able to scale up. So this one will die and get revived. We can drag this one over here. Yeah, let's go ahead and attack. And we drop Kayle. I mean, that one didn't survive, does not really matter. And GG. Nice. Wouldn't Kayle get one attack from her summon effect? Yes, but I already tried that and it doesn't count. Like the 6-star checks first if they're at power, and then the 4-star kicks in. Because that is something I tried like my very first attack with her. So unless it's inconsistent and sometimes it works, but I have tried that and yeah, it didn't work. Let's go for the Inspiring Mentor. Let's see, Spells Chest. Spell Thief, Inner Beast. Anything with Storm Calling is honestly really good for us. We can generate Paddle Stars, but I don't think that really matters to us. We could also skip, but I think this could be okay. Let's go for Sneaky. Clutch the 5/5 with Kane. What a rush. Congrats. Yeah, this is okay. Zoe is pretty good to just drop right away. Like, we're losing out on the big strike later, but on Elusive with Focusing Crystal. She is almost there. He's at 5. Sure, we can drop and kill some of these. Let's actually go here for the scaling, and then also, I mean, just because. The cost reduction. Let's play this for free. We want them to play some more cards that when we drop our Kayle, she's going to get more damage down. Yeah, with the 6-star, it is pretty great. GG. Mommy, yeah, a little bit. Ooh, found a Stargazer. Nice. Yeah, I've seen them in a decent amount of my games. Yeah, I've seen... Well, I guess not that. I've seen 2 or 3 of them. Oh, look. There she is again, in her other form. Nice. Slot bots. Let's go for the shop. Dark Binding. When you target an ally with a single target spell copied on your weakest, that's actually going to be fantastic. That's going to be so good. Yeah, I think we're fine. I think we will actually get rid of the Blinded Mystic. It's not bad, it's just so expensive, and we normally are wanting to place so many units. Let's go for Elise. We're spending so much mana on our spells because they're so impactful that we're wanting a lot of our units to be as cheap as possible. We will hold on to Mahira. Yeah, we'll keep dropping our Zoe, and this is going to be so many stats.
My true beauty is beneath the skin.
Alright, so we'll drop this to get a nice big... Sure, we'll get rid of that. We could go control, but I like going for the damage.
I'm a serious artist now. I made Sparkle Flex.
Okay, nice. It's like I want to play some of these others, but let's just go for the scaling, I guess. Yeah, we'll pass for now. Bad thing is a lot of our stuff is burst. Ah, sure. Yeah, it's like with the spells, we can probably just end. GG. I've seen so many champion powers, I don't even go Stargazer. Huh, interesting. Runs over GG. Yeah, that one upgrade is another one that's really insane, especially when we're running Secret Technique. I mean, Kayle is already doing a free attack. I suppose we can do that for Zoe. Although normally they're not going to block, and so she's just going to strike with like 2 power. But her attacking does directly scale up Kayle. Fine. Also looks like ad drops. We'll just pause and hold off for anyone that got hit by that. Yeah, I've seen Stargazer a couple times, but as far as normal champion powers that have been added to the pool, I haven't seen a lot. I think I've seen the Neela one once or twice, and then I think I got the Lux one once. So I haven't seen them that much. Oh, I did see one of the LeBlanc ones actually. That's, yeah, that reminded me. But it was the 1-star. How does Quick Strike work with Season Desist? It just, nothing changes. It just functions the exact same way. So yeah, it doesn't do anything. LeBlanc and Ornn one. See, when I was lower level Kayle, I saw a lot of them as common powers. All right, everyone should be getting back. Let's go ahead and look here we get for a power. Stabilize, not bad. I think we'll probably just go for Spell Slinger since we're focusing so much on our spells. Let's go for the champion. So Dawn Speakers. Ornn common power is better than the Forge Rare. I think they got rid of the Forge Rare. I think it was one of the powers they removed because the Ornn one is just better. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so yeah, let's drop our Zoe. They won't block. That is incredibly rude. Wow. So it won't be strong enough to kill them. Even if we drop this, it's not getting its Daybreak effect off anymore. That really does suck. Let's drop this one here.
Zoe, I'm a serious artist. I feel privileged.
Be strong. These are dark times.
Alright, so we could go for a blessing here. I think we will. We just need to get some stats going. Okay, so this one is over the threshold. That one not quite. Sure, let's drop this so it might be able to get some kills with Fury. Alright, that one dies, just gonna revive. Let's go ahead and kill one of these to get our spells cost less. Alright, this one's over 5 as well.
Our allies did not fall in vain.
Alright, let's drop this first. Let's buff up Zoe. Perfect. Let's try to go for a super cool star chart, because if we could... So yeah, we have a unit, but they're not going to be able to be strong enough to actually really do too much. Sure, let's kill the 2 Dawn Speakers.
Vanquish the ugly.
Alright, nice. Would be nice to grab our Kayle. Alright, so we'll drop this, kill both of them. Yeah, the 3 damage is really good. I was a little bit worried it might not be enough, just having flashbacks to like the Samira epic relic. But with that one, you're triggering a lot less because it's only when you attack. Whereas here, it's like every time you drop in a unit, you're doing 3 damage to the whole enemy board, so it actually does feel pretty good. Whereas yeah, the other one just wasn't enough. Sure, let's just
Today we turn the tide of war.
suppose drop this here. Alright, GG.
Test my steel.
Nice. I got Bard 3-star from Stargazer on Kayle. That, yeah, does sound like it'd probably be really good. Then we'll go here, gain some more copies of this isn't bad, and then the sustain is nice. We'll go for Excavator's Charge on Zoe. We are getting a lot of copies of Zoe, but Excavator's Charge plus the Focusing Crystal will just give us even more scaling. Alright, Frostbite, kind of boring. Some of these are okay. Another Excavator's Charge right there. Probably going to grab that. Alright, there's no other shops. Let's do a reroll, try to get something better. This one is very, very good. Buy 1 copy of that. Do we even care about her? Not really. Invoke. Some more sustain. It's, yeah, the lifesteal could be nice, so we'll get a couple. Let's do 1 reroll here. Cythria. Okay, anytime you can get another copy of this is so good, because then it throws on the blessing, or the, what is it called? Battle Banner. So yeah, just gain 1 copy for the 2 items now is really good. Not bad. Let's try 1 more. We're not gonna have enough money for most of these. Deathless. All right, I think we're fine. Let's go here for the item chest. So soldier. Let's honestly re-roll all of these. I guess let's hold on to 1 of them just so that we can try to scale them up and be at full health for the next fight. All right, let's go for a blessing. So already massive. Do we care about a super cool star chart? Sure, let's see what we can get. All right, serpent, not too bad. Yeah, let's go ahead and attack like this. Wow. That's actually a kind of scary board that they just dropped there. All right, let's go ahead, drop this here, get a massive lifesteal unit. All right, not too bad. Sure, drop that, get a kill. We'll be able to attack and end the game. We do have Kayle, but we kind of don't need it. She can clean up afterwards if we need it. GG. Nice. Hello, Razor Chicken. They improved monthly, or is it the same boring modifier? The monthly is probably the same. I doubt they kind of changed anything with the monthlies. Let's go here just for the Hero's Horn so we can try to draw our Kayle. Item chest. Sure. Scout. All right. We can get rid of the Sleepy Trouble bubble. We don't really care about it. Let's go for Lysandra.
Lost, my time is at hand.
Kayle does Fizz surprisingly easy. Nice. Especially if you get the upgrade so the spell you generate every round can be a little bit cheaper. It's really, really good. We can get rid of a couple of these. Alright, drop our Zoe.
Embrace the cold.
We will drop this to see the cost reduction. Some Reckoner's okay. It's such a massive Zoe. And this is down to a 1 cost. Nice. We don't have our Kayle though, so that is a little sad. I suppose we can play this, see what we get. Sure, let's reduce this one down and then drop it here, because the earlier we get this going, the sooner it starts buffing everything else.
Ages pass, but I am eternal.
Oh, so she's leveled already. Wow, that is rude. Alright, so we'll fizzle that attack. Do we really care? I think let's go here to reduce down damage a bit. Yeah, but that does kind of suck. Alright, let's drop this for free. Yeah, we can also drop this one here. Alright, so they might Entomb it or something, but let's try to get the scout attack off. It's just so much stuff going off of things getting buffed. Alright. If we drop something, she's just gonna die. Sure. Equinox could be nice, especially if they drop their Watcher.
I'm a serious artist now. I paint sparkle flies.
We can drop this one here. If we hold off, we'll get another Mahira, but honestly, we're probably just going to end right here. Alright, this should be game. GG. Yes, the 6-star Kayle does work like Ravenous Hydra. And that is kind of like a cleaver of just cleaving through everything. Oh, I didn't see Kayle too much there, but was still pretty fun. But yeah, that kind of happens when you get a lot of your support champion. Alright, didn't see or get able to test Cease and Desist as much with Kayle, but it was a lot of fun. It is nice that the attack still goes through. Even though it looks like she's challenging someone, she's still killing everyone and actually is able to get the attack, and it's not actually fizzling it. So yeah, Cease and Desist, especially if you have 6-star Kayle, is pretty nice. Gives you a lot of extra damage. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and test out Oath of the Guardians. Oh boy, more Stardust. How close am I actually to the next level? We're getting there. Alright, so what we want to be doing is trying out Oath, because when we play, we shuffle 5 level 2 champions into our deck, double their stats, and draw one of them. So we're trying to have our champions hit the 10 plus power threshold with our Kayle. That way with our 6-star, we're able to get them to just strike absolutely everything. Normally we can only do this maybe even once or twice in a round if we're lucky. But with this build, we'll hopefully be able to do this multiple times. So we'll go ahead and grab this here. Now, I don't think we want to do the 5.5 with this build because they're going to count as created cards. So that's not really going to be the best. Do we want to do this? Kill all units with each player's strongest. And not really. Do we want to go for Lysandra again? Sure. Let's try to blast through here. If you play a spell with the 1/1 item, it's a big whoosh chain. Yeah. There's just so many different buffs going off. Alright, support champion. What can we get here? Alright, Janna. Focus and Crystal is nice. Ash, the good thing is she's going to be pretty close to the threshold. Victor, Capture. Let's see what their supporting package is. Storm Calling is always good. Brittle Steel, this is probably going to be useless fairly early. Excavator's Charge, extra draw, mana refill. That's actually not bad. Battle Banner, Hero's Horn. We could really use a Hero's Horn since we're going for an Oath build. So I think we'll go for Janna, even though she's not the strongest. The things coming with her should help out. Alright, Power. Sorcery, we're probably going to go for that. But honestly, all three of these are good. This gives us 2 units with Augment, so they can scale up really well. Sorcery lets us play our 2-star spell every single round. And then Fixer Upper. Really good for buffing up a unit around, but then those stats also go in hand. But yeah, Sorcery will be the best since we have the Secret Technique. So let's grab that. Man, we high rolled the gold chest twice. Nice. Divine Whirlwind, not bad. Fill your hand with gems is actually not terrible. Because it's a 2 cost, it has the Battle Banner on it, and then our gems have the item, the Hextech Fabricator. I think let's actually grab this. So when you've drawn 3 or more cards this round, I cost 2 less, so it goes to a 4 cost. But then if we've drawn 3 cards, it'll be like a 1 cost. Sure, we can try to go for it. It could turn out to be decent for us. 1 cost, Crystal Carrier. Could be okay. Yeah, we can go for the discard. Let's do a reroll here. Power Riff, like to see that. And let's try to do 1 more. Don't have enough for her. Summoning a champion. Sure. We're trying to go for champions. Why not? Alright, let's see. Champion item chest would be nice. The shaman is always a little bit annoying. I think we tried the top hard route last time. Let's try the bottom hard route this time. Let's go for Troll Scavenger. Didn't look much. How did Kayle versus Lysandra go last time? It went really well, especially by the mid game. We hit some pretty crazy power spikes, and yeah, it was very good. I think this is fine. Let's drop this because it's going to make us draw another card. So this goes down to a 1 cost. Let's drop the Gift Giver. I think let's play the Divine Whirlwind. That will buff up our units even more. We could play a Howling Gale, but we probably just want to play a Blessing.
Be brave.
They won't be able to block this one, but this one has faded. I think let's still go for damage. Alright, so she's already leveled. Nice.
My faith protects me.
Alright, let's drop our Kayle.
Mine is a solemn duty.
Kill all those units. And nice. We get a 2-cost Diana that is already big enough to get another strike off, so that's really good. Sure, we can target this one's faded, scale it up a little bit more.
On wings of fire, hope ascends!
Alright, so we could go for Shards of the Mountain. Sure, we're going to drop our Diana, but we're trying to bait them into playing more cards. Alright, that's a little rude, but the Blessing will be able to kind of get around that. I think let's go for this again. Like, we're not going to fill many stuff in our hand with gems, but that doesn't really matter. It is just massively buffing our Diana. Alright, let's go ahead and drop her here.
When my song ends, men die.
Alright, so we'll get rid of the Frostbite. Alright, GG. Nice. Alright, so round 1 of Oath. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, kind of the cheaper the champion you get, likely the better. Sure, we can go for damage here. We are probably want to get more copies of this just because of the Hero's Horn. Alright, so we could play this normally for free, or at least just for 1. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Trapper is annoying. Don't really want to go for Stilted Roadmaker, so I guess let's go for Warden. It's a good reason to not run too many units. Most of the buff go to the Lucky Poro, who smashes Volibear back to the North Pole. Yeah, the less units you have, like right there, we only had Diana, so just all the buffs got funneled into her. It's pretty much the same thing as if you play with 6-star Ashe. It's the exact same concept. Let's get rid of this one. And then I think we'll be okay. We'd like to get a little bit of draw so we can try to proc our Divine Whirlwind.
It's my kind of critter.
So we could drop the Shield Bearer. Sure. We can open up with that one. Let's drop this here, updraft to draw 1. Suppose let's updraft this one. Alright, we can get rid of their Elusive. Go ahead and kill that. I think let's go for Shards, just so we get some more units going. And yeah, Kayle is currently our only unit, so she is getting all of the buffs. Let's go ahead and drop her, because then we're going to get our champion. Alright, Rek'Sai, nice. Do we want to use our Blessing? I think let's go for the Fabricator here. Alright, so let's drop this. Let's updraft to refill our mana. Yeah, we're trying to clear things up a little bit. And yeah, our Rek'Sai is just going to be absolutely massive. Although really what we could have done is just stun that unit, but we're kind of overkilling them by a lot, so it kind of doesn't matter. I'm hearing 3 Gatebreaker Kayle. I mean, it wouldn't be bad, to be honest. You could make it work. Definitely. And start drinking my tea. Pick an Explorer card to create in hand. Summon, updraft your hand, grant me 1/1. I think we'll go for Zenith Blade. It is a pretty good one for us. Gives a unit Overwhelm, and then can potentially draw another one. Battle Banner, yeah, that's not bad. Alright, Gold Chest, and Bone Scryer. This one could be a little bit bad because they want to be damaged, I'm pretty sure, and we're going to be doing that. Let's get rid of Zenith Blade. Yeah, hopefully we pull out a cheaper unit. Not the cheapest. But up draft 2 to draw 2 at next round start. So we could play Shards of the Mountain here. We could also just skip if we wanted. Yeah, I think we'll just skip for now.
Unyielding light.
Let's go ahead and drop this one. Let's go for the Blessing.
Let this draft guide your hand. A gentle breeze to ease your burden.
Alright, so she's already massively scaled up.
Cast thee out.
And sure. Alright, not too bad. So we can drop her next round and she'll be able to...
Storm unrelenting.
Oof, that's not good. It's just one unit, but sure.
Spare the innocent, punish the wicked.
Nice, we'll be able to scale him up pretty fast. The heal here is actually going to be
Guide your hand.
pretty nice for people.
A gentle breeze to ease your burdens. Let this draft guide your hand. The zephyr heralds the squall.
I think let's start this as a 1 cost. Alright, they still might play more. I think let's open with the Winged Messenger.
Divine one.
Alright, and now Jax will just be able to kill everything. Alright, GG. I do think if you want to focus on champions, I think Oath will actually work. Alright, Sump Fumes, Death Ray. I mean, gain a lot of power if I'm not complaining. Yeah, that's not bad. Let's go here. Huh. Evolution's not bad. We don't have that many keywords, though, on our units. Like, a lot of them have 1, maybe 2. Like, this one has a lot. This one will get massive buffs. Yeah, I think this is the case where evolution actually isn't necessarily the best for us. I think Spellslinger is going to be better here. Because with the Spellslinger, we're able to play our spells, trigger our secret technique. I think it's actually going to be stronger. So that's a little sad, but I think we're going to pick this up. Let's go for She Who Wonders. Yes, this is a perfect example of evolution not needing to be legendary. Because yeah, for some people it is legendary, but for plenty of others, there's times where it's like, you don't really need it at all. And it's the same thing like here for us, Titanic Wake would be like a legendary power because it's so good for us. But you don't really balance around kind of outlier cases. So yeah, it's a little bit sad that that one did get increased. This looks fine.
What do you think? And what do you offer?
Alright, so we can drop a Gift Giver.
For those who need it.
We can buff this up just a little bit.
I have given all.
Sure, let's drop the gem.
Of our divine patron.
Kind of wish they had something for to play. I suppose we'll drop this. We'll miss out on the extra damage of damaging their units, but I think it's probably worth it. Yeah, it's like we can drop Kayle, but she won't kill anything. We will risk passing. Alright, so we'll drop Kayle. She'll be able to get a strike off. Alright, Pike. He'll be pretty fun. All right, they're out of mana. Let's updraft to draw 1. I think we'll get rid of the Howling Gale. Actually, the champion draw could be good, so yeah, we'll hold off for now. Hey, look, another champion.
Remember my words.
All right, so that unit could die. Yeah, we'll buff this one up so it can survive. All right, there goes half their health. Nice.
My light shines, just and righteous.
Let's go ahead and drop this just to get another champion going. Yeah, we can drop our Janna. We can't updraft their curses, right? We'll just do that one for now.
Blessings upon me ease the pain of others.
Feel the breeze and know
Nice.
you have my favor.
All right, looks like ad drops. We'll just pause. Granted, all we're really going to do is open attack next round and absolutely annihilate. I think in specific encounters where you really need a lot of very impactful removal, going for this sort of build could be really good. Because most champions, since they're getting their stats doubled, they're going to be pretty close anyways to hitting the 10 power threshold. And then just like a little bit of buffs and they're there. Yeah, it's not bad. But like 20 seconds and then everyone will be back. Not sure what build we'll try after this. We might do a build without legendaries, maybe. Without epics, that is. All right, everyone should be back. We'll go ahead and pass here.
The Zephyr heralds the squall.
And then GG. Nice. Your cam is delayed compared to your sound. That could be your internet, potentially. Let's see. Moonlight's not bad. I think we'll go for the Caretaker. Also for me. Great, now everyone's noticed. Alright, I think we'll grab this one. All right, hopefully maybe that helps. We'll have to see. Let's go ahead and go for the hard route. So Jubilant Pour with I Am Inevitable. This will be interesting. Kind of feels like someone else is dubbing you. All right, let's actually hold on to these. Yeah, we can open it with Gift Giver.
More than mere trinkets.
And we can even go here for the mountain.
Get into the snacks.
I'll scout ahead. These gems grant a rare.
So we only have our 2 champions, so they're the ones getting all the stats. So yeah, they're going to be absolutely massive here. Nice.
You've gone and spoke.
All right, pretty good. So I think we'll open up with Kayle here, just so we get some other champions going.
My blade shall illuminate the dark.
All right, let's buff this one up right here. All right, perfect. Do we care about Shield Vault? Not necessarily. All right, kill, kill, kill. Now, they are going to have their units scale up, which could end up being a problem, but we should be able to outscale them.
On wings of fire, hope ascends.
We kind of have too many champions. Let's actually play a shield vault here just to draw a card, because then that reduces down the caretakers. All right, let's updraft to draw one. We just want them to play more cards so that when we drop our units, they can actually get some kills. Let's once again updraft to draw one. All right, they're out of mana. I think let's actually go for our Caitlyn because she has a strike effect. And GG. Nice. Probably something with Twitch playback, refresh or pause and start again fixes for me. Okay, nice. Yeah, we'll grab Mahira. Always solid. All right, the messenger. I think let's get rid of this one. The Shards of the Mountain is pretty good for us. Sure, let's drop this one right here.
Calm mind and open heart greet the night.
Sure, we can drop this.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty
So we'll go for Shards once. We can then play all of these for free.
Must take action.
And it's just massively buffing up our hand. And then we can play Shards again.
When others threaten, we must take action.
And then just keep buffing up this elusive. Alright, this thing's just... We're gonna have so many.
Disown your ill intent.
Alright, so our hand is massive, and then some of our units are as well. Oh, man. Surprised she's not in Kayle's base deck, but I guess it'd be too strong. Yeah, they didn't want to give us lifesteal, which is a little sad. I don't want you killing that. Sure, let's go ahead and drop our absolutely massive Kayle. And I guess this unit as well, because why not?
My light shines just and righteous.
Yeah, Kayle can be a little bit silly. Oh, goodness. They are scrambling. GG. I love how these stats are not even part of her 6-star. Yeah, just pretty good. I think we'll grab this one. That can be fine. Although Slipstream wouldn't be terrible for us. All right, let's go here for power. Reunited, Lion Weight. Not terrible. Would like something a little bit better. Higher Education is very nice. Let's go here for Healer. I think, again, we're going to cut the Blinded Mystic. It's a good card. It's just expensive. Let's go for Item Chest. The enemy discards. Honestly, getting more copies of this can be pretty nice. The Spirit Stone with the cost reduction is not bad, because we could end up playing like a whole army of this for free. But yeah, I like the Shards of the Mountain. Alright, shop. More Aloof Travelers. I cost 1, my base stats are 1-1, I'm Poro. Could be okay, not exactly what I want to go for right now though. This is already going to be free. Windborn Mariner actually is okay. All right, so this is then completely free. And this has another Hero's Horn on it. Not bad. Copy me on the same targets. Sure. Get that start of game. Sure. And capture. All right, let's go for Anivia.
On my wings.
Kayle's my favorite mid-range Path of Champions deck. She gets silly very fast. Yeah, if you have Secret Technique, your Kayle gets ridiculous. I don't know if we really need a Divine Whirlwind. It's not bad, but I think other things will be a little bit better for us. So we can drop Kayle immediately if we wanted. We would be able to scale her up pretty fast. By dropping her, we do get other champions. Sure, she might get immediately like frostbitten or something, but at least we get more champions. Alright, let's do some of this right here. We could go for Howling Gale. We are at 7 cards. It would make us draw 2 champions. That unit's also massive. I think let's actually just try to buff up Kayle. Because, yeah, some of these units are ridiculously big.
On wings of fire, hope ascends.
Which is funny, because for most champions, it's like, okay, there's no way I'm going to have something to deal with that. But for us, it's like, you know what, actually, it's not going to be that bad. Let's drop this, see if we can maybe hit our Vlad a little bit more. Not quite. We could go for a Divine Judgment for our Kayle.
These jewels are more than mere trinkets. These gems grant a rare common.
Alright, so 21. He's still not quite able to kill everyone. But he's close.
I'd never see my guests waiting.
Yeah, it's a little rough. Do we want that to hit us?
Not the way.
I think we'll just let this one eat that up. It's fine.
A new era begins.
Alright, let's drop this. Kill that form of Nivea. And then we can drop... Ooh, actually we have a couple things. But let's go for this Janna. Let's updraft both of those.
A gentle breeze to ease your burdens.
Glory and light.
Let's try to damage our own Vlad. Just because it's going to buff up our units. He has regen, so he should be fine. Alright, we get a couple other champions. Good amount of damage. Oh, we should have put him on the other side.
The Zephyr heralds the squall.
Let's drop this for the lifesteal. Alright, they're willing to end. We can drop our misfortune.
But not that good.
Storm unrelenting. Glory and light.
Alright, this should be GG. Yep, nice. Oh. Master Yi sits quietly in the corner and waits for all cards cost 2 less monthly modifier. Pretty much, yeah. Do you prefer Oath over Beast Within for the 6-star? Not necessarily. Like, yeah, I'm not sure. I think I probably prefer Beast Within, but Oath is turning out to be pretty good. And yeah, if they don't have any units, then they can't block you. So in some circumstances, Oath could be better. Here, this going down to a 2 cost is nice. We have a Spell Slinger, right? Yeah, so this would be a 1 cost, draw 2, give an ally power, buff up our whole board. But this would also give us more cost reduction. And it's just a 1 cost. So that's not too bad. I think we'll go right here, but this actually could be really good. Yeah, I kind of want to draw more, actually. I think let's go for the item chest. We don't need to heal. We could cut some cards. But I think we're okay. Equip the top ally on your deck 6/6. Double attack, quick attack. Sure, get more copies of this can be good. And that's kind of silly. Oh, let's go for Lysandra.
At last, my time is at hand.
Let's get rid of the shield bearer. And yeah, we can hold on to the rest. Alright, let's drop this because we can play it for free. Updraft 1 to draw 1. I think we'll get rid of that card.
Be done through me.
We could go for Janna already. Would give us some more scaling. But I think we might want to save her. We can drop this one here. This will be our 3rd spell. Yeah, this would give us a decent amount of scaling on our units. But it's not actually enough to kill that one. I think we'll maybe hold off for another round. Yeah, we're good. Alright, capture. Goodness. Lifesteal. This going off twice can be a little bit of a problem for us. We maybe want to wait until we have more units on the board. Alright, let's drop this one here. Alright, so we'll drop our Zenith Blade. Howling Gale will be nice for the champion spell. Well, that figures.
Be not afraid.
But that's kind of fine, to be honest. Alright, so Janna is now big enough to kill everything. Alright, they're going to entomb that. Fine. Let's drop our Janna here. And there goes their whole board.
Feel the breeze and know you have my favor.
Let's drop this here. We want to spread out the buffs as much as possible.
In you, I see my will made manifest.
Janna, your ring makes my burdens
The
lighter.
zephyr heralds the squall.
Should have let words solve this.
Let's drop this one right here.
My wind is at your back.
Let's put this one right here.
Let this draft guide your
We could drop some other big units, but I don't want to give them the opportunity to play because they're over 9 mana. They could drop a Buried in Ice and bury our entire board. We could also go for a Divine Whirlwind if we needed to, but we're already ending. Let's see what they do. All right, nothing. GG.
With wind in our sails.
Oh, nice. Oh. All right, that was really good. Oath of the Guardians is quite solid on Janna. If you have her at 6 stars and you're wanting to play around getting those extra strikes off, you get units that are normally already close to that 10 plus power threshold because their stats are doubled, and you can very easily finish getting them off to that 10 power if you need. And so if you just want to get a lot of really big strikes to deal with large enemy units, I think this can actually be a very solid build for you. You don't have the overwhelm with it, but you have big enough units, especially because of that secret technique, that you can often just be clearing the enemy board. And yeah, it's pretty solid, actually. Kind of better than I was even thinking it would be. All right, are there any other special relics that I'm really wanting to test on her? We might just go for, I mean, there is Frozen Tomb, but we might just go for rare relics for a bit. Yeah, let's see. What do we want to go with? Archangel Staff honestly wouldn't be bad. You could go for like an Archangel Staff Chemtech Duplicator build. Have you tried turn 1 Kayle with her relics, Starforged and Luminous? Yes, I have. I was doing that a little bit yesterday. Frozen Tomb immediately felt worse than I thought. I mean, Frozen Tomb is definitely one that you're not really going to want for like high levels of play, but like if you're leveling her and that's like your only rare or only epic relic, it could be okay. Oh yeah, 6 stars, it would be worse because you're not getting the play effect. But I'm trying to think about people that aren't at 6 stars. So yeah, you always could do a build with like Archangels and Chemtech. This would kind of be like a poor man's version of Secret Technique. Oh, we could go for him. Huh. Sure. Let's try to go for a build like this. We can drop Kayle, try to play with the Hymn of Valor, and have her be absolutely massive. Sure. For this one, who do we want to go up against? Is there a nightmare we want to do? Sure, let's do Viego. That should be relatively difficult, considering the fact we're going for only rare relics. Sure, I think that'll be a good one. Him could be silly. Yeah, it could be. Could be pretty good. Between 6-star Morgana or 6-star Kayle, would you spend it on Kayle since it helps Kayle more and Morgana doesn't really need it? Yes, definitely. If you have both of them, 6-star Kayle, it improves her way more than 6-star Morgana. Like, I still like 6-star Morgana, but yeah, it's going to help Kayle a lot more. Definitely. Got 6-star Nora recently, a lot more fun and powerful than I thought. Oh, good to know. The first time you play a spell, refill mana equal to its cost. Okay. I mean, Crush isn't bad, but this can definitely be really good for us playing our spell every round. Honestly, all 3 of these are actually excellent. Yeah, we can grab that one. And let's go for Spiderling. Six-star Nora is a bit annoying because of board space issues. Yeah, that's just Nora. That's not really... The 6-star doesn't change that at all. We know we're going to draw Kayle, so we can get rid of her here. Let's get rid of the Blinded Mystic. We want some of our cheaper units. We don't have the extra mana anymore. Sure, let's drop the Shield Bearer. Alright, decent. Alright, so we can drop our Blessing for free, which is nice. And then here we can go for a Blinded Mystic, grant that one, silence that one. Nice.
not sway me.
All right, making the best of the situation. All right, so here, let's play this first, just because we can play it for free. Man, none of our Kayles really got that much power. I think let's drop this one, and we're gonna play this next round. But let's get our attack in. Let's open with Blessing first. We could go for Shield Vault as well if we wanted. Honestly, wouldn't be bad. I mean, we could do it again. They do have a Vengeance, which is a little sad, but I think is a full cost one. But yeah, we have Duplicator going off now. All right, so time to get a absolutely massive Kayle. And let's look at our hand. So 26, 30. Okay, this one got a lot. Let's kill that one there. All right, so we have our Divine Judgment if they try to kill us. Yep. GG. Oh, nice. Wait, did they make Teamwork Power a permanent addition? Kind of. They brought some of them over. They removed some of the powers that, like the existing powers that were kind of duplicates. So like they got rid of the landmark power that does the same thing as the Lux power, the refill when you play a spell. So they got rid of that. Like they got rid of one of the Forge ones because bringing the Orin powers over, it's kind of the exact same thing. So they've moved some over. They kind of brought it over. Not fully, but in some regards, yes. Countdown to obliterate the weakest enemy. So we could play that for free. Heal allies, Equinox. This, I do like being able to heal our units. Sure, let's try to get this one. Let's go for a support champion. They also added an extra encounter that's pretty much the same thing as Smooth Soloist, but for the teamwork powers, and it's called like Stargazer. All right, so we have Annie, Malphite, and Pike. I kind of think I want to go for Pike, just because he could level and just annihilate everything, which I feel like would be pretty funny. So I think let's try to grab him here. All right, shop, champion item. Let's go for the champion item, I think. Although another power would be nice. Sure, let's try to get a power. There's so many that just elevate Kayle to extreme levels. Let's try to go for Mist Wraith. Yeah, that loading screen actually took a little bit longer than normal. Let's get rid of this one. And this can be okay. We're probably not going to be able to kill them right away. Sure, we'll go for the shield bearer. All right, here, let's drop a blessing. Nice, this hit this unit so we can actually get some damage down. I don't really want my units to... I don't want this unit to die. All right, 3 power. I think we'll hold off until it gets a little bit stronger. But is that 5 power threshold? Let's drop our Kayle, because next round we get our duplicator. We should have played our blessing first. Alright, let's buff this guy up so we can take care of that. And yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, I could have played Gift Giver. Alright, let's go for Redoubled Valor here. Oh my word, we're going to be able to drop Pike. But ad dropped, so we're going to pause and wait for anyone that got stuck in the ad break. This is going to be glorious. I'm going to need to go turn off my air. It's getting too warm. Be right back. Oh. Alright, this is going to be great. So many stats hit our Pike. He's going to be able to absolutely annihilate here. This will be a fun time. But we still have 15 seconds for anyone stuck in the ad break, and we don't want them to miss this. Alright, everyone should be back. Our Pike was able to get hit with a lot of the blessings, which, again, the Redoubled Valor is great because it's massively buffing your champion, but then also those buffs are just hitting your hand as well. So we can drop Pike here, and this should just... yeah, level him. Fantastic. Sure, we'll drop this one.
These will protect you.
On wings of fire, hope ascends!
Alright, GG. We don't have our champion spell, but we have enough damage regardless. Nice. This Pike pikes more than your regular Pike. Alright, shop. Well, let's see here. One cost ally attacks for free. This could be pretty good because we can make it have the extra power, so we'll hopefully trigger our 6 stars. Although it might check first, see that it doesn't have it. Yeah, it's possible. We don't really have that many good one costs. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, can we get a decent power here? Cards draw cost 1 less this round. That can be okay. I think let's try to get something a little bit more impactful. Alright, that's not bad. And I think we're fine. So we can go for Poros, which we would have enough gold for. So we can get a Poro every round. Sure, let's just flood our board. Let's go for Emitter. I don't think it does. It summons a different card with new stats. Yeah, I was thinking it, yeah, it might not work. But we could try here. We don't need... well, actually, getting double Pike means we're guaranteed to draw our Kayle. So, not too bad. Alright, here, let's open up with a Blessing. Nice. Well, this is going to hit it regardless. Alright, help buff up our Kayle a little bit. It's doing 2 damage. Let's try to save this unit. Alright, Pike has already been getting some buffs. Nice. None of these are big enough to really make that big of a deal. Huh, that's going to be unfortunate. I think we'll drop this one here. Alright, not the worst. Yeah, we can drop Star Spring. It'll give us more mana next round. So actually, when we drop our Kayle, we'll have our Chemtech online, although we won't have mana to play anything. Alright, we won't actually be strong enough to deal with that Scuttlegeist, so I think we're just gonna have to pass. Which is a little bit sad.
Where are you?
They have a lot of units. We could just straight up drop a Pike first. Yeah, I think we might actually do that. So if we drop our Redoubled Valor, I'm pretty sure they're just going to attack and do a ton of damage to us. So let's drop Pike, let him strike everything. And there's a couple people that survived, but they won't survive that. Alright, I mean, we could go for a Bone Skewer, but I think we'll be fine here. This is going to be massive. Yeah, the Redoubled Valor or Hymn of Valor is pretty good.
Burn away the darkness.
Alright, they might have a Vengeance.
I help you.
Nope, GG. Nice. Oh.
Justice shall have it.
Blood in the Water, deal 1 to anything, Rally, Mountain Goat, Mahira. I think we'll grab this. We do like having the lifesteal. It is really pricey though. Pike is crazy good with Kayle, huh? Yeah, Pike is pretty solid. Yeah, with the 6-star, that is very true. Although even without the 6-star, you're still able to buff him up enough that he could probably wreck. But yeah, the 6-star definitely is very helpful. Or snacks. Yeah, let's go for little buddies and sure. Yeah, we can grab a couple of these. That's not too terrible. What are the odds we get another Poro Snacks right here? Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Oh, but they're actually not too bad. Draw champion, we don't have money anymore. Healer. Yeah, I'm sorry, Blind Mystic. You are a good card, but too expensive. Let's go for Fiora.
I would cut down the opposition.
Yeah, Kayle is pretty fun. I do like how the 6-star is able to change how you play and give you another element to think about. And it does feel really good. Actually, by holding on to these, we could get more Poro Snacks. Maybe wouldn't be the worst. Yeah, let's drop this one first. Then let's drop the Poro Snacks. Then let's attack. And that's a lot of damage. Oh, that is also a lot of targets for Fiora. Alright. We don't really have anyone. Let's hope that this hits Pike. It did not. So he's not able to do anything yet. Gift Giver. Yeah, we could do some damage, but this is going to be a little rough. Do we want to get rid of our Azir? Yeah, sure. Alright, let's drop this here, make her suffer a little bit more. All right, Kayle finally decided to show up. We could drop Pike right away. Let's play this first, see what it hits. Okay, it hit Kayle. That's not too bad. And dropping her would kill all their units because they have 3 or less. We could go for the redoubled valor. Yeah, we can end actually. I was gonna wait till next round we had the 6 mana. They actually might be able to stop it now. Yeah. Oh well.
My light shines, just and righteous.
Alright, let's drop this blessing right here. It is nice having blockers that we don't really care about. Yeah, we can go for Pike, but I think we're fine.
These will protect you.
Yeah, we'll wait to see if we need to clear the board, which, I mean, we shouldn't. We're gonna just attack and end. GG. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think in most encounters that don't have the deadly modifier, your 6-star is just going to absolutely annihilate everything because a lot of units don't have enough stats that they can shrug off a like multiple hits of 3 damage each. So that's actually really good because that's killing a lot, damaging a lot. Most units get hit with 2 of those and they're done. Once you go into the modifiers that have deadly, then things start getting a lot bigger, so they can start hitting or taking more hits. But yeah, dropping your champion is going to be able to kill most targets, which is quite nice. Here, let's buff up Kayle so she can try to be a little bit better. Also, that's going to help our doubling stats. Let's go for power. Spell Sling will be nice. Noxian Might's not bad, but yeah, let's grab this one. Cut a card, champion item. Let's go for champion item. So, Battlesmith. Let's get rid of Messenger. I think we're fine. Let's drop a couple of these. So we can actually drop Kayle immediately, which isn't too bad. I think we might wait to use her to kill enemy targets.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, think I got beat.
Soldiers, me.
All right, let's go ahead and drop her here. We have 9 cards.
Really here.
Let's just drop that there. All right, that went pretty well.
Shines, just and righteous. This is glorious.
We can drop this. Let's get rid of that guy. Let's go for Porous Snacks just to buff up our board a little bit. And then we can drop this right here.
Only one. Just when you thought you'd seen it all.
Approaching the battlefront.
All right, not too bad. We still... Oh, there we go. I was like, we're not quite there, but now we are.
See? This is progress.
All right,
Plug and play.
that should be GG.
Gaussian shield protects me.
Sure. Let's just be nice. Not that it really matters. GG. Yeah, I think this is probably a decent rare relic build to go with. Now, yeah, we have a lot of the bonuses, which is obviously helping from like the 5 and 6 star. Also the like bonus nodes. But I think even without this will be a pretty solid build to go with. Don't really want to deal with that. I guess we can grab this one. Champion item. I mean, this would grow our power. But I think we're fine, because if we get over the 8-8 threshold, which we will do pretty early, it's not really going to matter too much. Let's go for shop, see if we can get something fun here. All right, let's leave and see. There is another shop. I think our opening hand is kind of big enough. Sure, we actually can trigger that. All right, we probably won't have enough money for that shop. Most likely. Unless it's like a common power. But Swiftwing Flight I think would be more fun anyways. Sure, let's go for it. Jan Zo, thank you for the follow. As also Tom of Fromage. Tang Tora. Nakshun. Interesting. And Refir. And anyone else, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Let's see. I do like the Poro Snacks. I think those are pretty fun. Yeah, we give some of these. This does just give us so much power and then cost reduction. Alright, have to choose that. It's kind of the only option. It's like I kind of want to pass so we can hit more targets, but they... I mean, they have 4 mana. They gotta play something, right? Of course. Every time. Well, at least we have more targets now. Alright, they might be able to kill someone, but honestly, it doesn't even matter. I mean, we could just play something like this, to be honest. Sure. I'm fine with opening up our board a little bit.
Ready to run.
Although, honestly, we should probably keep the augment units because they give us a little bit more scaling.
Holy fire, burn away the darkness.
Alright, so we don't have the 1 extra mana gem,
Now I pack a punch.
but I think we probably should be fine.
Don't mind if I do.
It is fun how many of our other units are able to benefit. Or how our him just also buffs up our board as well, or our units. Alright, GG. Sure, we can go for Elixir of Iron. Yeah, all these are pretty good though. Alright, common power. Can we get a common power? Probably not. Pack mentality is actually pretty good. Yeah, not too surprised. Sure. Let's just get like 2 copies of those. And... honestly, we don't really need the messenger. All right, let's go for Viego. Oh boy. Let's go to Bone Skewer, and honestly, a couple of these. Let's drop this here. I think we might play this next round to get a little extra cost reduction for pack mentality. Would have loved if we could have played this round, though.
A little less.
I don't actually know if we want to attack. Just because they're Viego. Let's
Follow me. For these
try to scale up some of our units.
harmony.
Ooh. Alright, we're hoping Kayle would get hit. Alright, we will actually attack. A lot of our units will die, which means some of them will go to the other side next round, but it'll buff up our Kayle, which will be really nice. Because then when we drop her, she'll be able to wipe the board.
Sapphire, gem of our divine patron.
Now I pack a punch.
It's still enough. Bone Skewer. Sure, let's throw this right here, try to kill their Viego. This will hurt. Let's kill that unit. Although, I mean, Kayle's gonna kill everyone regardless. It's not like that. It's really gonna matter. Alright, so we drop our Kayle here. They might immediately vengeance her. Yep, there it is. Let's go for Blessing. Alright, I think we'll just, attack like this. We'll keep some of these units back for when we need some extra removal. Oh, look. That's not too bad, although he's going to be really weak. That will actually kind of suck a little bit. This unit will be big, though. Yeah, sure. So he'll be relatively weak, but we can try to buff him up a little bit. Alright, we're going to drop Pack Mentality because we'll be able to play it for free. Yeah, not too surprised by that. Well, feels bad. We could go for a Bone Skewer and kill him. Sure. All right, let's try to buff up our pike.
What do I do? What don't I do?
All right, so not too bad. They do have a lot of kill spells, which has been a bit of a pain. But you know what? It could be worse. We could be them. GG. Hello, Nasty. Pro MVP, yes. All right, I think that was a very good rare relic build for Kayle. Now, yeah, we did have like our 5 and 6 star, but that's why we took it into the 5-star adventure. I think if you're playing Kayle and you're trying to find a good build for 3, 4, that sort of level adventures, and you don't have any rare or any epic relics, anything like that, you haven't really passed her 3-star, I think this will work out perfectly fine for you and still just be a solid rare relic, option for your Kayle. Yeah, it worked out really nice. All right, so let's see. We did Kayle versus Lysandra. We did Kayle versus Swain. We did Kayle versus the Weekly Nightmare. We did Kayle versus Fiddlesticks. We just did Kayle here. Is there another one I'm missing? Stack deck fiddle. Finish Viego at 512 with Beast Within Hidden Tome Death's Foil. I think you might be talking about 6-star Vayne, which, yeah, she is really good. She's so good at ending super fast. So yeah, I think that was a decent rare relic one. We tried Black Shield. We tried the defense spending. We tried stack deck yesterday. We did the cease and desist. Yeah, I think we did good amount of the builds, especially all like the standout ones. I'm not sure if there's any other ones. Like, there is the Frozen Tomb, which I'm pretty sure I know exactly how that one's going to be. Oath was fun. I did do the Starforge build as well. So you start with 5 mana, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, it's not too bad. Do need to work on getting her guide done. All right, I kind of forgot about that. Another relic. Third slot for Misfortune. Got Powder and Spirit. Don't own her relic. For Misfortune, you can go for Echoing Spirit. That can be pretty good, especially if you do have her at the 6 stars. Goodness. So you get more Misfortunes, which is great. And then you get a bunch of her Champion spell, which is able to do a good amount of damage, especially if you're at 6 stars. So it's a good way of still doing a lot of damage with your spells and skills, even if you don't have her relic specifically. I mean, I prefer Chosen over Beast Within, just because with Chosen you're getting extra stats that you don't get with Beast Within. Because with Chosen you're still getting the Overwhelm, but with the Augment and Fated, you're able to get more stats on your Vayne. So I normally go for Chosen, but there's not going to be a huge amount of difference. Like with Chosen, you're more pigeonholed into only using your Vayne, but with Beast Within, you can flex out and use some other units and still have the Overwhelm. So I think it's just personal preference. Yeah, both would be good. If you don't want to have to rely on your Vayne as much, then Beast Within could be pretty good. Yeah, Beast is more flexible if you don't draw your Vayne, if your Vayne dies or something like that, then Beast Within is the better choice. So if you're overkilling stuff by a lot, then you definitely could go without the Chosen. But if you need all those extra stats, then Chosen's going to be better. All right, I think that's where we'll call it for today. We got a whole bunch of testing done for Kayle. I think we did pretty much all the standout builds that are going to be the case. So thanks for hanging out with me today. We'll be hopefully back here streaming on Monday. I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. See ya.